for the Poehler kids, huh?
What happened?
I'm saying Amy Poehler has a huge movie
I think
opening.
my kids. I think my kids.
Amy Poehler has a huge movie opening this weekend.
That's right.
And Greg Poehler will be in Belmont, Massachusetts tonight, playing with. One will be the Lord of the Cinema. One will be playing with Cinema. That's how I think of it. Which honestly, I would rather be in the second part. Honestly, I mean, anybody can voice a cartoon. Like, congratulations.
Only one is getting called by Josh. You know.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yes, that is yes. I saw that montage of Josh saying my name is when I got. I
like Johnny Most himself.
Better than Johnny Most. Yes,
Johnny Most.
I'm telling you, like I said that. Did you do that? Did you have Ordway do Johnny Most do a happy birthday thing?
I did the exact same thing.
Yeah, we need to do that with Josh from In the Fans.
And the funniest thing is when he would be like, DJ over to Bird, over to Poehler. Yeah, right. It was like a little off.
I'll have to ask Glenn about that tomorrow because that was right.
Did you have the same one I did? That he said like he looked like we thought he was a ball boy.
Yes.
But then he came off the bench and started making threes because
right.
I was like 8 years old or whatever they did.
I remember Tim Callahan, no relation, I don't think, went to grammar school with me at Vincent Owen in Winchester, and we were younger in third or fourth, fifth grade. We loved Johnny Most. We loved the Celtics. And we'd always make fun of like the younger guy who thought he was cool with Johnny Most, which is Ordway.
Oh.
Like, who's this young guy who thinks he's like funny? It's fucking Ordway.
This asshole.
Yeah, this moron.
That's James. That's how people talk about James now.
I saw one of the clips where I think it was either one where I got the thing with Gia or Cinema hit the shot and Josh is going crazy and there's a pause and it makes James like, yeah, he's like, and Marty Mush comics like Nick Wright. Just had no
James
context.
Is more reserved.
Yeah, someone has to be, I suppose.
Yeah. He keeps things in check.
How are you physically? Are you playing basketball much?
Well, I mean, there's been times in my life when I've been
in
really,
High School Hall of Fame,
really good shape. This is unfortunately not one of those times. I am fatter than I've ever been. But I play. I mean,
how's your basketball wind? Which I learned is
low.
Okay, but can you give us how many minutes can you give us tonight?
I will. I promise when I'm in there, I will give everything.
I know that. That's no one's disputing that. Of course, you're a hell of a competitor.
The question is, how much is that? I think I can give you 10 minutes a half.
20 minutes tonight.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Can you score 10 points?
I think I can score. I mean, I think everything's on the table. I think I could score anywhere from 0.
Right. Okay. Could you score 15 in 20 minutes?
30.
30 in 20 minutes?
I think I could.
Holy shit.
He says, I'm going to do it myself.
Okay. I think that's on the table. I'm not saying it's going to happen.
What would be more likely?
0. Much more likely.
How about like
30?
Can you give us like 8 points? Like just a little 8-point.
You guys need points.
I need a wingman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's, I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm a bean backer.
Sure, we all are.
But,
we're all bean pickers. Yeah, no question.
But
especially Justin, right? Getting a big pick.
I love Ron.
That's right.
I love Ron, but I think he's been a bit miscast as the second scorer after that first game.
I think that's true. I think he would say that too.
Numbers crunching on the flight over here.
Good, that's important. And as the plane went down, and they found the information. The only piece of information they found from the flight was trying to put it together.
How am I gonna compliment Beanbag Ron?
Beanbag Ron?
Question mark. It's like just the news. It's like a spinoff of Lost. It's just Poehler and Josh.
Does this do the team any good though? Having some hot shot fly in for one game.
Well, let me just finish my Ron point.
No, sure, of course.
Ron was 5 for 10 the first game.
Yeah,
He's 5 for 28 since.
Can I say this though? Like my shooting percentage isn't like for us. That's not bad.
No, I know, but that's pretty.
We need. Yeah,
almost,
but I think Ron would tell you that. Ron's a force of nature. He's a hurricane.
Ron should be more of a creator, like more of a drive and dish type thing.
Yeah, he's defensive force and rebounder and
And I think the person who should be shooting much more is Mike Mutnansky.
More.
Yes.
Is more a Swedish word that means something else?
It means less.
Is that okay? Does that mean not at all?
I've heard a lot of airball calls.
I have heard this. Mutt told me you told this to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? I you know how you can visualize something like into existence? It's like The Secret. I visualized myself checking into the game tonight.
Oh God.
Getting the ball.
Yeah.
Driving.
Which you can do, yeah.
And drawing a crowd, dishing it off to Mutt.
I've done that to him a few times.
Yeah, but this time he's going to make it.
Oh, okay.
Because you're doing
it? Okay.
He's visualized.
What was that called,
I visualized.
1 for 3.
I think he's going to make it.
He is now in the, because when we have practices and he can shoot a little bit. He is now in that Chuck Knobloch, Steve Sachs thing where he's
in his own head.
Yeah.
I will say when I was a kid, My mom told me the Michael Jordan quote of you have to visualize yourself making, and I found it didn't really work for
Well, you're
me.
blind. Yeah, that's it was probably not. She probably wasn't.
Like, hey, I'm making it.
She wasn't probably thinking properly at the time. Yeah, I mean,
She said this to you just in life. Yeah. You're just going to visualize things and you'll see them.
I think you're right, though, in that he should be scoring more. But, like, the other night he was 0 for 5.
I'm telling you, tonight is going to be a Mut night. I'm guaranteeing he's going to score at least 6 points.
Guarantees have not worked well for
at
this
least.
team.
That you're guaranteeing Mutt's going to score 6 points.
Mutt's going to hit 2 threes and then plus probably a couple of other hoops. I'm telling you, we got to find Mutt.
That's 10 points, Greg.
I said at least 6.
You said 2 threes and a couple of other hoops.
I said at least. I know he's going to hit 2 threes.
I hope he scores 10 points. If he scores 10,
I visualized 2 threes.
If he scores 10 points, we're winning tonight.
He's like, get past that. We've already confirmed the 2 threes.
Yeah, fuck that.
We're past that.
I actually think
visualizing the shit out of those threes.
the best shooter in our scrimmages often is Pat Ford.
Pat Ford is another guy who just needs to let it fly.
Yeah, I agree. Like but I do want the ball to go. I want a little bit of patience because these older guys on defense gas out. But if you're open, shoot it. Obviously, you can. Pat, myself, Mutt.
I've been very impressed with your game, just in the sense that, like, when I play now, when I've played with my kids and stuff in these games, I try to tend to do too much, because I have my old moves in mind, and
Sure.
my
It's
body
sad
just can't
it's a
get
sad
there.
thing, I
But
know.
you've been really been kind of playing within yourself. And
You have to do
There
that.
hasn't been any really embarrassing moments.
Old
for you
man
on the
moments
court.
yet. Not yet. There will be. But there are moments like when I'm driving and I just can't really do that anymore because I can run this way fine, but I can't. And I'm doing it in my head. I'm like, I used to be able to do, like, why is this going so slow? Like, what is happening? And like,
I should be there.
Just visualize it.
I try. Well, I'm trying to visualize it. I don't know. But so you think the key tonight is more shots from Mutt?
I think. Well,
Mutt will be doing shots
I
in the
think
car
in
on
my
the way.
limit-
Is that what you're talking about? Or not? Does that count?
I think in my time on the court, I will be either trying to score or setting people up to score. I'm a slasher, and a scorer.
You can still slash at this age.
I can slash.
Good. We need that. I like that.
The question is whether I can finish.
So you could set me up maybe for a jumper.
Definitely. Although I'm surprised you're open. Like
I'm not open that much.
Chris Clemmer coached one of the worst games I've ever seen coached in that scrimmage.
Sure, absolutely.
That was insane.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
No, it's not Clemmer. You were terrible. The amount of open threes you had in that.
I wasn't super open though.
I mean, there was a guy on you, but they weren't putting their arms up. They
But
weren't putting their hands up.
But his mistake there was that guy is a pretty good player, Nick Mulcahy. He was gassed. Like they should have subbed guys in. Like just because he's better than the guy who's going to sub in for him when he's gassed, he isn't. Like you could take 2 or 3 minutes off. I can't because of this team, but they could.
Shouldn't a team that knows your team just like triple team you?
I thought I might see a box in one.
Yeah.
And see if the other guys. But
Turns out Clemmer didn't know what that was.
he was screaming, and Dana was like somebody said, Clemmer, it's a box in one. It's not that complicated. I'm saying, guys, box in one, right? Box in one, box in one. Yeah. But yeah, who knows? I don't know. So yeah, all right. So we're happy to have Poehler here for the first time in what, a year?
Yeah, at least.
Yeah. So he's back. He's playing tonight. When did you get in town?
Tuesday night.
Tuesday night.
I am officially questionable with jet lag.
Is the jet lag still kicking in?
Giving himself excuses.
Yeah. Why not?
I mean, it's 2 a.m. start Swedish time. That's
tough.
A little rough.
That is tough. That is true. What is your scouting report on Jack Coleman, who will be off the bench tonight, like Kevin McHale in '84?
Scouting report in as terms on the show or on the basketball?
On the basketball court. We all know he's terrible.
Coming along.
You think so? He was terrible the other night. You saw those rebound stats for who you said you shut down. Dana Beer said 19 rebounds.
Yeah. I don't know. I thought I was boxing out a lot of the time. I was finding a body.
Yeah.
When
Maybe not the right body, but
evidently.
When Greg walked in, he goes, "You guys feeling like you're in basketball shape yet?" And Coleman goes, "Oh yeah."
Yeah, he's
dude, the stamina's better.
Dana had 19, Nick had 12,
right.
Billy had 5, Marty had 4.
Coleman currently reminds me of a basketball great, Jerry West. That's what I get when I see him. Yeah. What do you think of Jerry West when I say that to you, Coleman?
Logo.
Yeah, right. What else?
Probably one of the most prolific shooters.
Oh yeah. Who do you play for?
Time? The Lakers.
Oh, okay.
Who else?
I don't know. I've only ever really known the Lakers.
That's all he played for.
Oh, okay. There we go.
Nice.
And he just kind of retired as a player, did nothing else.
That shot that that they were replaying, he hit a past half-court shot.
The half-court shot?
Game 3 of the finals to tie the game and put it in overtime. And that shot should be replayed
It's like
more.
forgotten totally. Yeah, it's just weird.
Yeah.
Great player. And great caller to the show, Mike.
It's Jerry fucking West.
Who was that? Do we know?
I don't think we know.
No, it was Jerry West.
It was Jerry
Jerry
West.
West.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
Won't be calling anymore.
Well, hopefully we have a great game tonight, a great duel. There's been many great duels in show history too, Mike.
Sure.
I would say one of the great duels right now is Jack Coleman pretending he's straight versus Mike here pretending Bill Burr is still funny. It's one of the great. Who is going to blink first?
I'll tell you what bothers me most is that you've gaslit this audience. I get tweets now like I'm the one Bill Burr fan. It's crazy.
Well, I would say you were gaslit last by your friend Justin Trudell last night, who tweeted it from the Patriots game at you.
Yes.
Yes. Right, Justin.
That's right.
Who was at the Tom Brady thing,
I was.
which would seem like a nice night.
It was fine.
Super quick, it felt like, and it didn't feel like. I wish the opening video with the Brady family was longer. It was only about 40, 45 minutes. So
It was better before it started than when it actually started.
That's always a sign
they
of a good
couldn't put
event.
Jay-Z on because of YouTube things, is what I had heard, or there was some rights reason because they weren't on the Patriot YouTube feed. The Jay-Z song.
Oh, it wasn't?
Yeah, it wasn't on at all.
Was Kenny Chesney?
Was
that the special guest? Justin said there was some special guest the media couldn't film or something.
It was Jay-Z, right, or no?
I would assume so.
Yeah,
He just, he's allow me to reintroduce. Coleman tweeted out like, "Yo, no one's singing along."
There wasn't. You take a
No
look
one
around
knows.
the place, and
I like Justin's new Coleman impression.
Yeah.
Yo,
Stop. Why would some 56-year-old Patriots fan
I
from
was there,
fucking
I'd be
Abington
cutting it
want to
up.
hear Jay-Z sing?
that's what I'm saying. Why did they go with that choice? Like,
Why go with any? Like, Tom Brady's supposed to be like a scrappy. Like, to me, it just shows that Brady's just like a Hollywood guy now. Jay-Z there.
you know why, Coleman? Because they out there.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah,
all right, that actually makes sense.
Who are we to tell them
Thank you.
that Jay-Z can't perform?
Jersey.
Is Jay-Z your biological brother or no?
Yeah, he might make
Okay,
it.
yeah, good. It seemed like a dreadfully boring night, though. Like, oh my god, it was just like, ugh.
I got a couple of tweets saying like, because the Brady Four were there, and people were like, "Mike, you must be jealous. You could have been there." And I'm like, I'm jealous because they're all millionaires. I don't know if I wanted to be at that event.
That was a Brady 3 from what I saw, but I didn't see Dave Portnoy at that moment.
Yeah,
But
so you left.
He went to watch the Celtics game on the, which who could blame him at that point? That thing was endless.
I
And
guess.
It was just
boy, I really want to hear what Rob Ninkovich has to say. And there was this panel with like Devin McCourty and Vince. It was awful. Did people think it was interesting? Like I know Patriot homers are losers, but they didn't think that was interesting.
like for a
did they?
while, like at the start, it was like people were cheering and going, but then there was one point where no one was paying attention.
Who were you there with?
Mark.
No, God.
Justin said people were boozed up too. So
Yeah,
sure.
that probably
they were
adds
fucking-
to the
I saw-
excitement.
We saw a fight.
Really? Oh, it's over by Tom Brady?
I don't know what.
Peyton
I don't know what it
Manning
Yeah, I was
was.
gonna say who was there? Fucking Drew. Was the guy who
Drew Henson?
Yeah. I mean, what the hell? Jesus. But yeah, so Brady's getting a statue, thank God, and he got his number retired, right?
Yes.
And Belichick was not a surprise. I mean, like it was 50-50, right? I mean, nobody was stunned, right?
No.
Yeah, and Kraft got a nice hand, I thought,
Yeah.
Okay.
It was definitely not as Belichick got the biggest applause of the night.
bigger than Brady.
I think so.
I thought so too,
Because it
which I
was-
knew was going to happen.
Because Brady was like throughout the night.
Yeah,
Belichick
right.
was just one time.
You expect to see Brady there. You didn't know if Belichick.
Did Brady make out with all his kids last night or no?
Hey, that's not funny.
I apologize.
Not allowed to joke
That's
about
true.
that.
I
That one
apologize.
for all of us. No one's allowed to joke.
That's true. That is true.
He just made a Kraft got a nice hand joke, so that's
That is true.
everything's on the table.
That is true.
I didn't-
Yes. So
So
yeah.
here's some of Bill Burr.
Yes, please.
So they were showing pictures of Brady with celebrities, and
Well, the weirdest thing is, Burr came out first. It was essentially a warm-up act to introduce Mike to Rico
That's
with no comedy.
that is a terrible setting for comedy.
And he did the whole like, when I was younger, the Patriots sucked.
Sure.
Like we weren't even on TV. I'm like, yeah, we know, Bill.
we
You
were banned
suck.
on Monday Night Football.
Justin said the crowd was agreeing.
Bill Burr
Boisterously agreeing.
is essentially now
Crazy.
a poor man's
No.
Fitzy.
I knew you were going to say that.
It's true. At least Fitzy will throw an Asian joke in there.
Folks, be better than this. Don't let him gaslight you in
God.
this way. He's a legendary
Oh,
comic.
I just say Bill Burr. These jokes are cold, Coleman. I mean, really, that's kind of joke he'll tell. At this
Now that's
point.
good stuff too. I'm not
He'll go on
dismissing
Rich
you.
Eis's show today and be like, "Yeah, I ran the Bob Kraft," and I was like, "Yeah, well, Putin get that ring back yet for Putin?" Like he's like fucking Lenny Clark now.
You know what it's like. I sat down with you for an hour discussing Dennis Miller. You know what it's like when these guys get older. He's an older man now.
This guy
all
played
right?
Fenway last year, didn't he?
Certainly did. A couple years ago, but yeah.
Fuck what?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think there's a thing where they had. Do you see this? They had different like slides of like Brady with different pictures, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm already setting up how funny this
Look
is.
at Josh Allen. Look at him. Tom Brady just explained the cover 2 defense to him.
Getting laughs.
He's like, oh, I just run and throw it to somebody on the other side of the field. I don't care. He's from Wyoming. He's just happy to see an ocean.
It's a football crowd. What is he supposed to do?
Be funny.
Talk about domestic violence?
Be funny. Tell a fucking funny joke. They did it at the roast.
Julian Edelman
This pussy wouldn't go to the roast. But he does this. And by the way, all right, I've heard enough of this guy. Get this fucking blast this guy off the planet. He's this guy who is quick to thank, like everybody was last night, right away. Thank you to RKK because they paid him up the fucking ass. He didn't want to do the roast because he's not as funny as Nikki Glazer. He's not as funny as whatever the guy's name is.
Tony Hinchcliffe.
Tom Schultz or whoever was there. Who's the guy?
Andrew Schultz.
Yeah, not as funny as him. He's not as funny as fucking Drew Bledsoe.
Well,
he's not.
Those jokes were written.
Who cares? They're funnier. He should write. Bill Burr should hire Drew Bledsoe to write jokes for him.
I would like to see that.
Those are fucking terrible. You laughing at this, Justin?
No.
Justin's the worst because I know Justin likes him. He's just taken on a character.
Oh, dreadful.
It was
what
just
an asshole. Really,
It was tough.
Oh, what a tragedy.
It was tough. But there were like some weird videos. They also had this weird. I don't know if you saw the Neil deGrasse Tyson video.
Yeah, what the fuck was this? Wait a minute. Hold on. Is this the Montante thing?
Yeah.
Oh, is that right? We got the Montante's advertisers here today?
Yeah.
Oh,
good.
Officially.
Good. We'll get there later. Go ahead.
It says when the odds were 1 in a million, he became the one.
The cosmos. Vast. Endless. Poetic.
It's so weird.
Full of improbable probabilities. Predictably unpredictable. With the power to orchestrate moments.
You might have answered my question a second ago, but how much does Neil deGrasse Tyson get paid just for this?
Oh, it's funnier than what I heard before, though.
For
think
Thomas
it's-
Edward Patrick Brady Jr.
The opening segment was Brady. All right, I got the opening segment. They had a video of Tom Brady Sr., his mom, and his sisters, Yukos' wife, and some other sister, on talking their kitchen for I don't know, how long was that, Justin? 20 minutes?
It was probably like 7 minutes.
If you're there in the stadium, you must be like, what the fuck? Why am I here?
It was a while.
Jesus, now there's a crazy basketball game going on at the same time. I don't know. Weird, just weird.
Is it for kids? Because when I was a kid, I probably would have liked this, maybe.
Do you want to see what they gave out? I got you a bag.
Sure.
Jesus Christ.
I guess so. I don't know.
It's a mini football.
What is this? Okay, it's a bag.
Nice.
Number 12. Why do I feel like this? Oh, they gave you a pin, a Tom Brady pin. Okay. Nice. What is this? Just a...
So you're supposed to wear that, and it lights up the crowd. So everyone will flash blue or something.
Okay, that's gay. Nothing against homosexuals, of
course.
Good. Sorry, Coleman. And then this is what they gave you?
Yep, it was free.
It's like a punishment. Okay. Great.
A punishment.
You can keep it.
Oh,
That's yours, Justin.
Thank you.
Thank you.
There you go, buddy. Thank you. Thank you. How was the traffic?
Getting there was...
What was a conversation like with you in the M-Dog on the way there?
So we actually took separate cars.
Why?
Because he was heading from work, and we were coming from opposite ways.
Andy Nolan was there, too.
Oh, he was?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and Hank Lockwood. All the stars were there last night, yes.
We pretty much just talk about how we want the Patriots season to start.
Yeah, boy, that must be riveting.
For how long?
It's great.
What's there to say? Why do you want the season? It's going to be dreadful.
Because we just like football. It's happy times in Gillette Stadium.
Yeah.
I'm down on the Patriots. Good move by Belichick to show up, though. It makes Kraft look bad. Didn't mention Kraft. Didn't mention Mayo. Hates them.
Oh, sure.
Just the crowd went nuts. The Kraft must have felt like an idiot. But I wonder if they paid him to go last night.
That's what I'm wondering how much
You think? Yeah.
everyone gets paid for all this.
But you have to pay Rob Ninkovich to go there.
No.
I mean, no way, right? He's a
yeah,
loser.
probably not.
I mean, he paid for his travel and everything, I suspect. But
I guess why are they going, though?
Because what else? Wouldn't you go if you're him?
To honor, yeah, I guess.
This is
Shut
weird.
the fuck up.
Yeah, I guess. Jesus, I don't know. Who knows? What else is going on?
So everyone's been reacting to the Gus hit.
Yeah, sure.
Follow up.
It is an enormous story. It's an enormous story.
Yeah, can I say I'm surprised by the reaction from the likes of pearl clutchers like Clemmer here. It was of course a dirty play, and I think Gus is lying. But the idea that the barstool reaction is now
I mean, led by
he shouldn't be allowed to play. He could hurt somebody. My goodness.
Well, I do think in a different time, 70, 80 years ago,
Sure.
if Gus was born, and Ron and what's his wife's name? His mom's name. We spoke to her. Remember, she doesn't like me.
Yes.
Ron and whatever Sandra Augustus would have said, nope, they're going to drive him like they drove that Kennedy daughter, drop him off. They would take it part of his brain out, and he would just play with a doll all day.
Yeah, he would tend to the rabbits.
Yeah,
as
they would
Justin said.
they would visit him every 3 months, and they'd say, oh, and the friends of theirs would say, oh, it's such a tragedy. It broke their heart when they had that son and his brain was missing.
Right.
And like they go in and give him a toy every Christmas. But we don't live in that world anymore, so now Gus has to be outside and play. Like, okay. Yeah. And he's a sweet, simple, stupid, lying, like, mess. Just, full of strokes and concussions and broke. I mean, he's going to be out longer than Rico.
Yeah, he's a maniac.
Yeah, like he's just, is it the dirtiest play in sports? I think it's the dirtiest play in sports. Right. Like, if you play basketball, you just know. Like, there are certain things you just don't.
Oh, he's a menace.
Yeah. But I actually think Rico's leading the charge on this now, where like, the pity party is like full. Like, just Rico, shut the fuck up.
The barrier to entry for this team is that you listen to a podcast and ask to come in once or twice.
Right.
Like, that's how you get on this team.
Yes.
You shouldn't be shocked that everyone doesn't know all the fundamentals.
Right. I agree. And if Rico's like, I shouldn't have played, then he shouldn't have played. He keeps saying that, so then you made a mistake.
Punch him in the fucking face. It shouldn't be. Oh, I don't think he should be technically allowed. He doesn't know all the proper rules.
Well, the other thing with Rico now is like I've seen Rico do this thing where he actually going to punch somebody in the face like 10 times. So are you going to do it or not?
Well,
like,
to be fair, Rico's probably worried about getting fired.
I do know what you're saying.
What?
But also, this is going to fall on his ears, and I think next time this happens, he's going to go for Skip. And
He's going to punch me?
No, he's going to do it for you.
Who?
Next time he's gonna be like, I gotta punch someone.
Next time he goes after Hubs or something.
I don't want him to do anything for me. I
got
no use for Rico. But I'm just saying, like, just he's a nice guy and everything. He was a friend, but like, just I have no patience for that stuff. Like, it happened. It was a mistake. It was dirty. It was stupid. But like, the blog posts and the crying and the sling, which we all know was a fake.
I was going to say the sling is
it's
like
just a fake. He looks like Cowboy Bob Orton when I was a kid. He's like a wrestler with a fake arm injury.
Old guy from the Benny Hill show. Remember?
Yeah, right. Yeah, he's just no one believes. I believe Rico's contract offer from Entercom more than I believe his arm injury. Like, nobody believes that's real. So
carrying pizzas.
Yeah, right. Marty Mush was saying these guys carrying 4 pizzas out of Frank Pepe's the other night. So, like, which is it? Like, you're as crazy as,
a good spot, at least.
He's doing a blog, but he says Gus didn't apologize. Gus apologized during the game, on social media, on the show 50 times, tried to reach out to him. He apologized 1,000,000 times. You can be pissed at him. You can say he's a punk, you hate him.
Oh, yeah, he should.
But you can't say he didn't, like, if that's important to you enough to bring that up, don't fucking lie about it. He apologized. And he does feel bad. But he's a moron. As I said to Marty Mush after the game, like, he's retarded. Like, he has brain damage. He's had 90 strokes.
I actually think the one from the previous game
way
was
worse.
That was like,
that's
so
it's
dangerous.
Like he just didn't stop. It was like a dead sprint. He didn't even, it's like Forrest Gump. He just went right through the guy.
Gus was clearly lying about it. I was trying to wield myself out of hurting him.
Yeah.
I don't know why he would do that to Rico when he knows we all like Rico. Like, it's a weird, but I think he just gets so hopped up in the moment.
I think he's trying to take a charge. and he's running over there because he loves that aspect of like the hustle.
being the Gus guy.
And he gets there too
he's
late.
Not thinking of the consequences.
And then they're about to hit him, and so he just turns away. He turns away and undercuts him.
Yeah, I don't really understand it.
To be fair, I think he would have done it to anyone.
Oh, I did too.
I don't think
everyone.
Oh, you've done the G. Yeah. Amazing. You fucking broke Rico's neck.
I have to say, I'm a little happy that he's not on the court, just in terms of my injury,
I'm not sure I disagree with that either.
Injury proneness. I don't want to end up, with some American medical bill.
He did at practice. He fell down one day, and like he did fall on like my left leg, and I was like, I could have easily broke this freaking thing. with Gus diving on it.
Oh, it's crazy to have him on the team, but the fact of the matter is he's on the team. They played against the team.
But it's also very much this show,
right?
Like, why can I not have Gus on the team?
You have a madman on the floor.
It's just like, what do you expect? But yeah, there's a lot of that. Although I will say, I listened to some of the Pick Central 2 days ago, and like Marty's been fantastic about it.
Oh yeah,
like he loves the Minifans. He gets the joke. He's like super, like most of the team, except for Rico, I think is like, yeah, it was great. The Minifans are great as they learn. Like he was saying, he was pretty funny. He's like, after the game the other night, he's like, the game's over, and Steve does a good Marty Mush, not me. He's like, the game's over, and he's like, no one's leaving. And I turned to somebody. I'm like, why are they? And one of them was like, yeah, they're not going to leave till Kirk gets up yet. I was like, that's actually true. Like I had to walk over and be like, you may leave.
It's time.
But it was funny. Marty played great. And they were, it was a great, fun game that was marred by a,
Some ugliness.
You guys made out on that. I mean, you got more free throws
Yeah,
than they
yeah,
did.
totally. Yeah, I'm not really sure what happened. Oh, Rico made the shot, right?
He made the and one, but
Yeah.
there was nothing. There's no extra shot thing.
No technical on Gus, right? There was a flagrant foul.
No flagrant foul
Sure, it's
at
like
all.
Parrish didn't get a flagrant foul when he punched Lambeer.
You guys were +1 from that exchange.
That
We
is
made
true.
2 free throws.
Yeah, I begged for the technical. but Rico's apology argument is that he's like he apologized after, but in the moment he wasn't sorry. I'm like, you think he expects to stop the game and like offer it like a full?
I'm sorry.
He was like worked up. Like I don't like he felt bad. Right? Yeah, I'm down on Rico right now. I know he's got a broken arm allegedly. I by the way don't believe that.
He says it's broken for real?
Yeah. Yes. Right. Fractured.
So
Right?
there's a fracture.
Yes.
Yes.
Let me be very clear for the
we
record.
see
I don't believe him.
I'll tell you why I do.
Mm-hmm.
He brought up something that I would never think of. It horrifies me about breaking my right arm. Wiping with your left hand must be torture.
That's like a bit.
But why would you think of that?
Yeah, because he was thinking about it. He was thinking about the bit he'd do to prove it's real.
All right.
Yeah. No, my boss goes. Yeah. I'm not buying it.
I mean, we all have our injuries. I have my jet lag
That's true.
tonight. So
We all suffer through.
Yeah. Got my depression.
Gonna be,
That can pop up at any time.
it's gonna
Who
be,
knows?
It's
Yeah.
gonna be known as the jet lag game.
That's right.
Yeah. But Clemmer almost fooled me the other day. I was like, yeah, that is dangerous. And then I was like, well, what league is this? Hold on a second.
Yeah. It's definitely dangerous, but
It's
like
very dangerous. It's wild to have a guy like that on the court.
You got
But-
Billy Football running around like a fucking maniac. I mean, Jesus Christ. Yeah,
Question-
Clemmer's the worst coach in sports today. Like, there's nobody worse than Clemmer. He's almost like. It's almost like he's a skinny, weird-looking guy they put a suit on to laugh at. That's not true, but I could see how critics would say that. I don't feel that way, but yeah.
And no one seemed to be listening to him either. He's just kind of ranting on the
he just
sidelines.
screams. He just screams at Billy, and he's screaming, and he's jumping up and down. But like nobody's like he's just doing it like is like a toy. Like wind him up.
I'm wondering if the team we're playing tonight like knows the reputation of
The bad boys are
Has
coming to
word
town.
spread.
so they're gonna bring like their enforcers and they're kind of like the goons.
Yeah, but you guys be paying
Hockey-wise.
Gus's price.
Gus is going to be. He's going to jump in his sling. He's going to jump in and just start punching guys. He's going to start running over them just in like a. I don't know.
Just sit on the baseline and just undercut people as they're shooting their
I
legs.
said every week I'm amazed. They're like, why would they want us still playing in this league? We stink. I'm trying to get in the fights. Like Gus is nuts. Like what's the benefit? But they don't care at all. They think it's kind of funny.
It's also very funny that if you look at Justin and Gus and said one of these men hands out snacks and the other is a wild enforcer.
It's true.
that people are afraid of.
What is Gus's role tonight?
He's going to be manning the.
What was Gus's Pizza Hut line the other day?
Likes me now.
That's it. Well said.
I will say Clemmer's defended Gus pretty strongly, though.
Okay.
Other than that, like he's a very nice guy. Like he was saying to Rico, he's like a good guy. He's not a bad guy, which is true. Gus is a nice guy.
I didn't
I got
disagree
Gus's,
with
I've had enough now. I said this on the team chat thing. You guys are not on that, right?
No.
Yeah, no. I said to the guys, I was like, enough. We have Gus's back now. Like he made a mistake, but now is our teammate. I don't want our teammate getting kicked around anymore.
I understood Clemmer's sentiment, but then that's when I realized I was like, well, what team is this? They're
right.
maniacs.
Yeah,
That's what the point of this
I don't
is.
really know what he expects. Any sound jump out for you for this, Coleman?
Just mainly the Rico apology.
No sweat. Take a hit, a blindside and undercut to the legs while going up for a layup. Landed on my face. Turns out that the elbow bracing the fall takes more of the brunt of the injury, the worst of the injury, or the crux of the injury, and radial fracture. As it turns out, got worse and worse through the night. Radial fracture.
This is pussy. Did Dave? I just got a text from somebody. I'm not going to say who's flabbergasted by Dave's decision to leave the building. I'll just say it's an enemy of Mike's who lives in New York and is a friend of mine. And hosts a show at John Feidelberg. But
Could you be more specific?
that's all I could do. But did Dave leave the stadium?
Yeah, I think so because he was at the Harp for
He was the Harp?
the Celtics game, is what I saw. Yeah,
In Boston?
that's what I thought. Yeah,
Not Patriot Place?
Let me see.
There must be one there.
He got from Gillette to no fucking way. He
Yeah, there
got
must
from
be one
Gillette
at
to-
Foxborough.
Yeah.
there has to be one. I think there's one over there.
Okay. Why don't you work on confirming?
There's no way to
Who
know.
cares what you think? But like, I don't. That's to leave that is crazy. If you're there to leave the Brady Night,
Well,
you're an
it would be-
invited guest of,
Oh,
as
yeah.
I call
I
him,
thought you meant
RKK. That is nuts. You lose your. You're stripped of your whatever at that point. Wouldn't you
The
say,
Harp-
Justin?
Yeah, 100%.
That's embarrassing.
It was the Harp Foxborough he was at.
What was he doing? Fucking
okay, yeah.
that stupid dog of his? Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, he had to let.
I'll ask him at
he had to let her
11:30.
out.
You let her for a tinkle? Jesus God.
Were they on the field, or could they?
Yeah, they were down in the.
Okay, because I was
They
going to
were
say
at like a table.
They got a big cheer.
I was going to say
Yeah.
they couldn't have had them in like a booth or so. Oh yeah, like a box.
No, it was Feilerberg, Hank, and the other guy, the idiot who lives in
Yes.
Miami, whatever his name is, the bald moron.
They didn't even acknowledge him.
Who's going to acknowledge Gaz? I mean, Jesus Christ, the guy is such an idiot. And Dave. Like, Dave leaves to watch the Celtics?
Well,
you
I
can
mean,
watch on his fucking phone.
In his defense, he left to watch the greatest team of all time be
That is true.
coronated.
That is true. That is true. You think it's the greatest basketball team of all time?
I think it might be. Yeah.
Wait a minute, what?
It's on the top 3.
Of what?
Of what? Look at the numbers. This team keeps getting fucking disrespected this entire season. Now they're 15-2. People still won't give it up for this team.
Where are you going to get the sidekick on here? I wouldn't.
By the way,
obviously, we don't have. He's not going to be on here, of course.
Every time Poehler comes in, he argues something that just happened is the greatest thing of all time.
That's true. Is Brian Cox on this team?
By the way, find another pundit that predicted both a Celtics sweep over the Pacers and a Celtics sweep over the Mavs. You won't.
Was that in order?
You won't.
Okay. I was going to do it.
Don't bother trying.
I did it.
Damn it.
And I'm going to clean up, too. 9-1, Celtics sweep over the Mavs.
Ooh, were you sweating it last night?
Sweating it last night.
Yeah,
especially
that was
the fourth quarter.
fucking crazy. They're great. They're a great team. I don't think
They're the greatest 3 through 6 of all time.
the greatest 3 through 6 of all time.
Players. There's never been a back end of a starting 5 that's as good as the Celtics. I mean, if Porzingis is playing.
You're saying better than Robert Parrish, Dennis
Yes.
Johnson, Danny Ainge, and Bill Walton?
Yes.
Three of those guys are in the Hall of Fame.
Porzingis is better than Parrish.
I know, but 3 of those guys are in the Hall of Fame.
Okay. But Danny Ainge is
Was a
Drew Holiday
was a very good NBA
How's the
player.
matchup there?
Okay.
I'm already up 2. I'm already
Bill
up 2.
Walton versus who?
I'm already up 2.
Bill Walton versus who?
Horford. I'll give you that.
Oh, I would think so.
I'll give you that. You have 1. That's it.
Okay.
Derek White.
Dennis Johnson?
I mean,
The Hall of Fame.
Let's switch it up.
He
Drew
was a-
Holiday, Dennis Johnson.
Well, it's still 2-2 no matter how you do it then.
No, because it's the 3rd best player, 4th best player, 5th best player. 5th best player is White. He's better than Ainge.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
So I've won.
Ainge
So I've
is
won.
an all-star. Walton's in the Hall of Fame. Dennis Johnson was a Finals MVP.
Yeah, but he's Drew Holiday is a better player than Dennis Johnson ever was.
No, he wasn't. No, he's
Yes.
not. He's
True.
not.
True.
Nope.
Heard it here.
He's
First
not.
time.
He's a nice player, but he's not. He's no.
Yeah.
And their first 2 players are Larry Bird and Kevin McHale.
Yeah, the first 2 players are better, but I mean, this team is it's insanely
team.
talented. The 3rd best plus minus winning percentage, whatever you want, the winning
If they
margin of all
if they
time.
play the team that was like 500 at least in the playoffs, I'd respect it. But play a bunch of Sally's and Marys. Whatever. No, they're a great team. I'm not one of these people. They are a great. They're a great team.
I don't want to get too far down the
now
subject.
we're
You
getting
can check this out. But they're 15-2 in the playoffs, and they really haven't played very well.
No, I agree.
I mean, that's how well this roster is constructed. It's Brad Stevens mainly, I think. But
I don't think he was responsible for the 2 best players on the team. But
okay, but 3 through 6.
Okay, but you take away 1 and 2. I don't think
1
we're
and 2 weren't getting it done.
So if you think you could eliminate those guys, that'd be 3-0 in the finals right now?
No, but
this is a Danny Ainge ring. I said this to Ryan Minahan yesterday. He was busy vacuuming. This is a. You disagree? He fucking picked the 2 players, Tatum and Brown.
Those 2 players couldn't get it done until Brad Stevens.
Yeah, but they wouldn't win without those 2 players.
Of course.
If you had to pick 2 players to protect on the team, who'd it be? Don't fall into Bitsville here. Who would you protect? Salaries, nothing matters. Do you have to keep 2 players? Who are the 2 best players on the team?
Hauser and Pritchard.
Okay, forget it. This is upset. This is a Brad Stevens. And by the way, who brought Brad Stevens in?
Yeah, okay.
Danny Ainge.
He also brought in Kyrie Irving, who's the best player on the other team.
That's what I'm saying, right? Yeah, he probably fucking told Cuban to take Luka too. Danny Ainge is a great executive.
Not as good as Brad Stevens.
And by the way, a friend whose name's in my contacts. We had Chipotle once together.
And was asked about Jim Tomey.
And was asked about Jim Tomey. That is true. He was asked about Jim Tomey.
He called me back one day.
Did you talk to him?
No, I just saw.
It was during that was on the live show.
Yeah, we were live.
I just called. I just checked my phone. It was like missed call from Danny Ainge.
I will say,
good player, not great.
The Portnoy thing is odder because it was game 3. No, if it was a clinching situation,
because he's got all this fucking money on it.
Yeah, I know.
That's it. It's all gay. He cares more about gambling than rings now.
It would have been great if Brady actually singled him out. Like, where is he?
Yeah, come on
Where's
stage. Yeah. That's a devastating.
Say a few words.
That's a devastating vow.
I couldn't have done this without one guy.
Wouldn't you love to have gotten word to him and be like, he's not here. You can totally just out him by saying. There's one person I want up
Yeah.
here next to me right now.
Like when Funkhauser called up Larry David.
Yeah.
Larry was known to take a shit.
So I'm texting Kevin back because Kevin didn't. This is like I saw it all. I'm saying I did. I thought he was in like a suite watching the Celtics.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I thought he went upstairs.
That's what I was asking, yeah.
Yeah. Didn't you think that or
Yeah,
no?
totally.
I thought he was in a... Are you going to watch Inside Out 2 this weekend?
Wasn't planning on it, but my parents just came back from the premiere in L.A.
What'd they say? It sucked or not?
Not her best work.
It wasn't their thing.
Maybe
Wasn't
next
their
time.
thing.
Well, they're famously you famously criticize your sister's work as you've done on the show. That is true.
No, I don't.
That is true, Mike.
He's not a fan.
No. This thing's gonna be a monster, though.
You think?
Inside Out 2.
I mean, I know it's going to be big, but the question is if it's a monster.
The old boys think 90 million.
Wow.
Yeah, they're
Great
usually not
for
wrong.
her. You know those other actors quit because she had too much of.
I'm saying he can't help himself, Mike.
No, but this is in the news. I'm not breaking
I know.
news
Yeah.
here.
She made like 25 million.
Well, she also gets a piece of the back end.
She also gets a piece of the back end.
And so the other actors
So that movie makes
quit.
But you
They
see,
didn't
it's
come
just
back.
funny the one person in the room that brought that up is her brother.
I mean, I
It's a news story. I didn't hear it from her. I read
It's like
it on the
Phyllis
news.
from The Office quit, for
No,
example.
Hader and Mindy Kaling aren't back because they weren't getting.
They're
paid.
out.
Yeah.
That's kind of crazy.
The first one made $858 million.
I think it'll make at least that because people like that movie.
That was back in 2015.
Yeah. I find it sort of it makes me uncomfortable. I don't like teenage angst. That's gonna make me. Like, I don't really want to watch that. I've lived it. I'm living it. So if it makes 850 million worldwide, if it matches it, how much? She gets 85 million from that.
Oh my God.
I have no memory of this
Got that
first
Downey
movie.
Jr.
Probably.
contract?
Well, I mean, you can't make the movie without her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think she gets 85 million? You know?
I don't know, but I'm guessing somewhere around that. Not probably half of that.
40 million?
Probably.
That's nice, huh?
At a budget of $200 million.
She must have like AC and everything in her house and
She's
like
got
3 bedrooms.
She's
I
got,
would think.
she's
Good for
got,
her. It's really working
She's going to
out.
sponsor
wall-to-wall
basketball.
carpeting.
Yeah, would she willing to? Yeah, was she willing to play for the team? She's kind of show related. She can promote the movie. Josh will promote the movie if she wants to do 5
Should
minutes
sponsor
during the
that.
game tonight, halftime.
I have to shut it off. I'm like, I hate that they do this.
Corporatized again. Here we go. What else, Coleman? Oh, let's do McDonald contracting, Mike.
Oh, nice.
I guess it is. I don't know. We'll see. Let me read about this. 50-50, this company's in jail. By the way.
Not a good way to
that?
start.
Well, I'm just being honest. You know,
Does it involve Trump coins?
it's a good question. All right, this is a Montante. This is if you want to help. If you're a Montante guy, what are they called? Montards?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. None of this is good ad copy, but
I mean, you know, it's a Montante production. Your home is your biggest asset. If you need help around your house, then this is the program. This is written by Montante?
I did put it together.
Well, this is like Lennon McCartney.
oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Hopefully, one half of it anyway.
Yeah.
Go to Central Park this weekend.
This is an unapologetic contract.
You're right. Upkeep by McDonald Contracting takes everything you should be doing on your house on an annual basis, like heating, cooling, maintenance, gutter cleaning, power washing, handyman services, vent cleaning, or window washing. Boy, that's a lot. And puts it in a customized package. All right, I like that. That's good. Packages start as low as $150 a month. Uh-oh, we're getting inside here, Mike. Did you write this?
No.
Okay.
I included it.
And if you use promo code Kirk, Gus will power wash your house and Mut will be your handyman.
Ah.
That's not actually true.
Legally binding.
Right,
I don't
we
know
can't
how that-
actually say that. Gus will do it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Gus should work for them.
What's that?
The Gus should work for them.
He should. So should Mut. Visit the website upkeepmyhome.com to fill out the form and get a quote. If you're a Minute fan, go do this. Go help out Montante. We love Montante. That's upkeepmyhome promo code .com promo code KIRK. Again, $150 a month to do all this stuff: heating, cooling, gutter cleaning, power washing, handyman service. Actually, that's a good idea. Upkeepmyhome.com. Promo code KIRK. Protect your biggest asset. Our new friends at McDonald Contracting.
Big
Mike
fans of
Mon-
the team, too.
Are they really?
Yes.
Oh, good.
Nice.
Good. There you go. They'll go upkeep your apartment, Coleman.
I don't need upkeep.
You sure?
There's not much to it.
Probably a mess.
Mommy and daddy
No, no,
already pay for that.
No.
That's true.
I get mopping.
You do?
I do, yeah.
Do you not like Coleman?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
I'm asking Mike.
I,
You know he doesn't. Nobody here likes it, just so you know.
I like Coleman.
well, I have to say it was frustrating for me as a fan of the show, and I am a real fan of the show.
Sure, I
I mean, there's
understand.
a lot of people who claim to be fans, but they're just, that they have their periods where they're just talking shit about the show. I've never
That's true.
speaking an ill word about the show.
Publicly, yeah.
And there's other people who pretend to be fans, like Justin, for example,
Ooh.
who didn't know
Discord.
about didn't know the story about your father making you run.
Yeah, that's a very.
I didn't.
famous.
I was surprised by that.
That's because Justin started out as a show hater.
Yeah,
Discord guy.
I think you've said that twice on the show, and it's been a big. That was a red flag to me.
That's concerning.
When he told the story, did you remember it, Justin?
Yes.
No,
that's a lie. That's a lie. Why are you doing a Gus? Why are you lying?
No, I do remember it. It was when Gus was in. You told the story.
I told before that.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
That means there's a
Was
time.
that a
time when he wasn't listening.
Was that a Kirk and Callahan?
No.
Oh.
There was a time recently that I thought it was the first time you were telling it.
Who cares what you think?
I got a pretty good. My greatest weapon is right up here.
So true. So how dare I? You're right. I apologize.
No, but when it comes to Coleman, during the Coleman Gus era, I think I, like many fans, were wondering like, why is he so hard on Gus? And so like when Coleman's also just as dumb.
Right. Losing Gus was a bad day for Coleman.
Well, we all said that.
Right.
At the time.
Yeah. Right. We knew it would turn to him.
Right. So it's kind of
because
frustrating.
Remember with Justin, you can't make fun of him because he gets sensitive.
Yeah. So
I'll kill myself.
Huh?
Said I'll kill myself.
That's good. He's upfront about it.
For example.
Yes. Well, we would hate for that to happen, Justin.
But once Coleman has kind of taken on and accepted the role as kind of the
he's
the idiot
better.
behind the glass, it works better for everyone.
Yes.
So
but
now,
you'd think he deleted his Twitter account.
Oh, no question.
Please, I mean, just admit that.
No,
everybody
I
thinks
didn't.
that. Okay.
I didn't.
It was hacked.
It was hacked.
And so you deleted it?
It's crazy
No,
timing.
It was
weird
hacked.
timing.
It was very strange timing. But
The hacker deleted it?
No, it was hacked, and then I just kept reporting it so that it could be taken down because I didn't want someone to just have access to like not only my Twitter itself.
Okay,
but just
what
like
else is
messages.
going on? I don't want to do this. No one's listening to this. Nobody believes it. It's like a waste of human time. What else?
Have you seen this Kevin Spacey interview?
It was like a week ago, right?
He was on Piers Morgan yesterday.
I saw him. Yes, I saw Piers Morgan on Twitter like a couple days ago.
So they tweeted out clips, but
excerpts?
they just
I don't
put
care
out the
about
full
Kevin
interview
Spacey.
yesterday.
Yeah, no, he bores me. Go buy Mike Project for that. They'll do that. Right? Yeah, this was like a blast. That's what I was like. Go buy.
I listened to the first 20, 30 minutes. I was a little bored.
I'm bored by him. Yeah.
I have when I was
Were you molested by him?
no, but my roommate when I was living out in L.A. in the 90s in the 1900s.
Yes.
My roommate was a former actor, and he had moved on, but he told us the story like in 1990 whatever. He's like, yeah, I was in a show with Kevin Spacey, and we were drinking one night, and I woke up and my pants were around my ankles. He was blowing me.
What?
And we were like, that is the worst celebrity story we've ever heard.
Really?
Yeah, and at the time I was like, what the fuck? Why would he tell that? First of all,
Right.
and then also like that's kind of weird. Like, why would he? Maybe,
Yeah.
maybe he's making it up, but why would he make that up for a celebrity story?
Jesus Christ.
So it's been. I mean, as you know, it's been kind of an open secret for a long time.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
That type of like
Behavior. is wild.
And he was like, "Oh, sorry, I thought you were gay," and that type of stuff.
Yeah, you know how that goes.
Yeah.
And
Jesus.
the clip of him crying, it's like, well, he's an Academy Award winning actor.
Yeah, I know, nobody feels bad for Kevin Spacey. He's a scumbag. What do you got, Coleman?
What was this? Oh, I have Shark Minahan's odds going into tonight.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
So we have Team KMS versus Bros Before Free Throws. The spread is -5.5 for them.
Yeah, that's fair. We don't know. Yeah, we should always be the underdog until we win. At least, yes, I agree with that.
Team KMS total points over 35.5.
Greg, over under. Running time.
That feels like a lot for the team.
Uh-oh.
But,
You said you could put
but
up 30.
if I'm
Score
scoring
30.
30, then there's only 6 left. So we'll
And
take
you
the over.
guaranteed 6 for Mutt.
That's right. I
That's
get like
true.
6 for month.
Yeah,
I visualize
at
six.
least.
Mick set a bucket the other day.
What do you can you visualize a Mick basket?
I know.
No, you
I've
have that
been trying.
power.
I've been
Yeah.
trying.
In his
What
wildest
happened with Mick last
imagination.
night? Mick didn't even go to the Patriots thing.
No.
No, you said he had to work.
Did you see this, Mike?
He recorded Beyond Average.
I saw that, but Al and his parents went last night.
Al's
must have.
wife.
Oh my God, must have been the biggest Mick shitfest at that game.
Oh, so that's why I saw in his checklist. That's why Jen Marks is not happy with him.
Oh, is that right?
I assume.
Did he have to work or something? I assume.
He said that he wanted to go last night so that he could take off tonight to play for the game.
We wanted to go to work last night.
Yes, because he was off tonight.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Go ahead. What else?
What will be greater, polar minutes played or total episodes of Welcome to Sweden?
Ooh, how many episodes were there?
Yes.
That's actually a good bet.
Yeah.
So over 20 minutes played is plus 120.
I'll take the under on that.
You said you could do 20.
Yeah, but I feel like I'll be asking out of the game at some point.
That's the saddest image when these guys do this.
This is your number 2.
I've had enough.
Coleman's a master of that.
I've had enough.
One puts his head down. Just
I go.
Poehler's like 50 though. He has an excuse.
Absolutely.
Go ahead.
He does.
Okay, then.
He does. Poehler 3-pointers made or total Golden Nymph awards for Welcome to Sweden.
This is very specific.
That's what he does. What's a golden nymph?
It was, Monte Carlo TV Awards.
Did you win it?
We won, yeah.
How much you win?
He sounds like me promoting my
One?
show.
Just went,
It's not a big deal.
We won one.
Ooh, I think Poehler's gonna make at least 2 threes tonight.
Okay. Poehler versus Beanbag Ron total points.
Well, Poehler's just shitting on B-Bag Ron to start the show. Already starting trouble.
I told him to pass it more.
Before even
I told him
playing.
to pass it more. Too.
Talking about his shooting percentage. Jesus,
I
while
apologize.
it's turbulence, 30,000 feet in the air over the fucking ocean. Poehler's scribbling away.
I'm going to take Poehler based on all the hype, and I feel like
Imagine
I'm
that
going to be
was a 9/11 flight and Poehler's just like, hey, guys, give me 1 minute. I'll help you out.
There's still one man we're missing.
Is that a shot?
Beanbag Ron.
Was that Ron? I can't tell with the screen.
I just can't visualize a Mick basket yet.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Poehler versus Coleman total rebounds.
Poehler.
Yeah, it's minus 250.
Amy Poehler will be a push with you tonight.
Mut total field goal attempts over 4.5.
Well, you want him over. Took 5 the other
You
night.
want him way over.
Yeah.
Mutt's going to have a big game tonight.
Okay.
I feel like he does
We
not.
saved that, right?
Yes.
Does he thrive under pressure, Mutt?
Oh,
You know?
absolutely. Who better?
I don't know if this is a good strategy.
Who has been better in big moments than Mike Madansky? Jesus, big moments.
I believe.
Shout out Muttstack.
Yes.
That's such a great call.
Are you a subscriber, Greg?
Yes.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Good. That's nice of you to do that. Go ahead.
Any KMS player to bleed during the game? Yes.
This hurts now, though.
Yeah.
No Gus.
I might
That was-
bet no.
That was
Yeah.
after the Gus injury announcement, right?
Yes.
Okay. Plus, I don't know.
Who's it going to be? Who's going to be a scrapper?
Are you menstruating, Coleman, right now, or no? Is that past? No period for you?
None. No,
Okay.
we're good. No sharks.
Who's most likely to bleed in our team now? I guess Mick might just be bleeding
Yeah.
internally. It might just come out of his
Internally,
mouth.
right, yeah.
If he's on the bench and he starts bleeding out, does that count?
Yeah.
Okay. I watched my dad bleed out when he died. Justin, in case my dad's dead. I know you don't know that. But yeah, my dad died.
Very sad.
He bled out because of his...
You've never told that story.
No,
to your
yes,
father.
yeah, that's what I told him. So, yeah. So maybe Mick will just bleed out and die during the game. If Mick dies during the game, we have to keep playing, right?
Absolutely.
For him.
I also think if Mick scores during the game, did I say this yesterday? We are stopping the game, giving him the ball, and we're carrying him around the court. We are, and maybe even for Mutt, too. Because Mutt will be so embarrassed.
You just say to the ref before the game, hey, this guy scores.
This is kind of, it's
This
like
is a big deal.
Yeah, it's like a moment, you know.
Well, Mick said on the podcast today that we saw the old Mick, but there's a new Mick out there now.
No.
Why does he keep doing that?
I don't know.
Has Mick Marks been good to go at all this season? No, he's not. He has been a risk to himself every single time his shoelaces get laced up. His legs are collapsing.
He's talking about himself.
He can't catch the ball.
He's doing this a lot.
He's fucked himself out there on the court. There's no other way to put it. Not tonight. Tonight, all that is done. Well, you're seeing an aggressive Mick Marks. You're seeing a catch and go to the basket Mick Marks. If I get a look, and I'm not complaining either, but Nansky, who's going to have the ball a lot, 30 plus minutes, dominating the ball, pounding it into the ground 11, 12 times before he even looks up. Fine. But if somehow I can get a look, I'm firing that baby right at the cup, or I'm taking my body and I'm driving to the hoop. First time I get the ball, I'm cutting to the basket. I don't care who's there. I'm going through them. I don't care if I get a charge. I don't give a fuck.
I don't understand this. I don't even understand this attitude. Like, why is
visualizing?
Why is he doing this?
What is the point?
Why is he writing these checks?
It's more visualizing.
Also, like, what is that? Like, he's willing to like get a foul. Like, it's not even, it didn't even help us. Like, why don't we get?
I'm willing to get an offensive foul for you guys.
Like I don't. And we all know if he gets the ball, he's gonna kind of do this, and there'll be a guy, and then he'll throw, and then he'll just run the other. He'll do this, and runs the other way like this. Like, he's not gonna do that.
That's got to only be for himself, right? Or does he think he's fooling people?
I don't know.
I get it before the
It's
first
the summer
game.
of Mick, though. I'm in now. I think. What have I said? He's gonna have a moment.
Sure.
Maybe tonight's the moment. I can visualize that.
That doesn't make me Kevin Durant.
He like, in a situation where the ball gets down, it's kind of kicked around. He's open over there, and you kind of throw it to him, and he just kind of hits like a 12-footer.
But didn't he do this Monday and then not show up?
He hasn't had the rim yet this
I
year.
can't see it. I can't visualize. I'm not.
I know.
there.
I can't. See, Mut, I can't visualize.
Really?
No.
Mutt's got a good-looking shot.
When I visualize Mut, I see this. 100, 93, 86, 79, 72, 65. I pledge allegiance to the United States. That kind of thing. I don't see anything else, you know.
Who's a better look like playing on the basketball court?
Mike doesn't have time for this bullshit. He wants to ask the Mick Mutt questions. You guys can fuck around in your own time.
I want serious basketball. Man, you know what? I'm going to go to Josh's show.
let's time out talks with Blind Mike and John. What was the question? Mutt or what?
If you were just watching them play, would you assume Mutt or Mick is a better basketball player?
Well, isn't that something we should set up? A Mick Mutt one-on-one.
It's been rumored. I don't want to do it during the season because these guys are
like a pay-per-view event.
Sure. Oh yeah. Well, Mick has claimed he could beat everybody in the team one-on-one.
First to 1,000.
Well, I love Mick's qualifications. Like not all the time. I just like one time I could beat him.
Like I'm not saying I'm gonna score more, but I'm saying I beat them in one-on-one.
Sometimes.
I like some of these guys on Twitter too. I see that's like the sources say. You know that guy?
Yeah.
Sources say these other guys. They'll tweet like we'll tweet about basketball and they'll tweet a picture of like the Special Olympics. Like they think we don't know we're idiots. Like we don't think we're good. Like that's the joke, you dummy. Like, it's so stupid. But yeah, I'm enjoying this Mick. I like Mick's. I thought Mick was in a good mood in the studio the other day. Like that was the best Mick we've had in a while. Like, he's got a little cock in his walk right now.
Good.
He might dunk tonight. He might shatter the rim tonight during the game. I wouldn't be surprised. Just fucking like that. What's his face in the first quarter for the Mavericks last night? The backup guard there. He had a nice dunk.
Yeah.
What the hell's his name?
Exum.
Yeah, he took it. Yeah, you just Mick might do that time. He just fucking rock some guy.
What odds could you get on a Mick Mutt like parlay? Like both of them scoring.
There's no there's
Vegas
no
wouldn't take it?
because they'll lose if it actually happens. The city will shut down. The lights will be turned off.
Winning the lottery.
How about the triple one? All three members of the 0 Points Club scoring tonight.
I will say that is if we talk about the movie scene. You having your old high school rival in to join your squad.
No, I'm going to talk to Adam Piendes.
That could inspire
the guys. I'm going to give him a call
guys.
this afternoon. Yeah. We played against the coach of the Washington Wizards, Brian Keefe.
Got
the job.
I have,
I was texting him the other day.
The only game you and I played against each other, I have on tape, on VHS that I have to convert it. But I was looking at the newspaper clipping of it, which I have.
Yeah, you played well in that game.
I played well, yeah. Brian Keefe was the leading scorer for Winchester.
That
was a Piendes injured game.
Yes, he was only a sophomore then. But yeah, he's he got the job full-time for the Wizards.
Yeah.
Which is, going to be a tough job, but it's still great. He's a fucking head coach in the NBA, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Notice he's 8 years old.
The write-up to that game says that I made the move of the night, and I'm just hoping it was against you.
Probably.
I would love there's some sort of ankle-breaking situation where you're on the ground. Although we won't be able to see. It's probably it's such low def.
Right.
Like we want to be able to make out.
Well, we're teammates tonight.
Yeah.
We put all that aside.
I think there's something beautiful about two. I say 49-year-olds. I know you like to jump the gun on
50th year, yeah.
Coming together and leading this team.
Trying to hold up
victory.
the sun for one more day.
Yeah,
you
just
know? A couple of gunslingers, Middlesex League gunslingers, back in the days of,
It can be, or it could be like a torn ACL for me in the first minute.
It could also be. But this is for Bob Farias,
Yeah.
This is for Brad Simpson. This is for Rob Bork.
These are good names.
This is what my great friend Rob Bork, who tortured me as a kid. This is for Mike Morrison. This is for Greg Poehler. Who was the Burlington coach?
Tom Briglio.
This is for Tom.
Yep.
This is for Burlington High School. You go down that hill and you go around. You go in the back. There's that bad pizza place across the street.
Yep.
It's for that. It's for those games, Coleman. It's for going to Papagino's after a loss with Jamie Morrison and Brian.
Let's be there.
Yes. This is what this is about. The Middlesex League and night when we were rubbing nickels together to make dimes. We said, this Burlington town seems dangerous. It's going to be back to Winchester. This is for Woburn. This is for Doug Queenan. This is for history tonight.
The things you're saying are literally only for me. The things you're saying. Nobody else listening
I don't care.
has any idea about these references.
Well, these guys used to play with us. They're happy right now, too.
Six people.
This is what it's about tonight. It's for Mark Mulvey. That's what I'm saying. Belmont High State champions that year. We'll be in Belmont. Yeah. Who was the big stiff? Asa Palmer.
Yeah.
Yes, it's for them.
Yeah.
The guy played for Duke. What was his name?
For Duke.
Matt Christensen, was that his name? You might have missed him because you were a year ahead of me.
Well, yeah, we're the same age, but when
were you born?
Same month and same year, October '74.
Is that true?
I just started school early, and you were one of those people that got held back.
It kept me back. Yeah, had some issues.
No, I wish I had that year, man. That would have been amazing. It was
great.
One
It was
more
great.
year.
What do you think, Coleman? Are you ready for tonight? What's your thought process? Coming off the bench, benched for ineptitude and being a load of shit.
Load of shit.
I'm just being honest. That's what it says. That's what says the press report. I can't. That's what the notes say.
That's a solid bench tonight, though. Poehler and Coleman coming off the bench.
Oh, that's right.
That's
yeah.
true.
The question is who comes in first. Does Coleman have to come in first? I mean, I don't want to step on anybody's toes here. I want the rotation
sure, I
to be what it is.
No, it's kind of a. We'll see what the foul situations. See who's tired. The big thing is who's tired.
Yeah.
You know, and I'll tell you another guy who's got hot off the bench tonight is John Warren.
Yeah.
A good performance the other night. So that's a decent bench. No Gus. And so and Mick, who's going to score tonight?
Oh, that's right, Mick too. Yeah.
Who am I forgetting? Anybody
Mut,
else?
who's going to be draining
Justin.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, Justin will be coming off the bench tonight.
Gus is gonna help with the stream. He said so.
So
good.
I'll be like
Justin's-
focused on the game.
So you'll be actually on the bench or in the game?
Yes.
Good.
Now this team beat the team that you guys lost to first, right?
Yes, I think it was that close.
Prodigy one?
Yeah.
First game?
Yeah. Which I think if we played that team now, we'd still lose, but it would be pretty because we were ahead early in that game. Like it would be.
That was a close game.
I think
right?
we'd lose by like 10 or 12 points to that team now. So I think we'll be competitive tonight. I think. I'm not saying we're going to win. I'm not one of these people. I'm just saying we have a chance. That's all.
All right.
And I think if we played New York again, we could definitely beat them.
Like, sure.
Marty doesn't
Oh, that was
have
the
that
other
game.
thing about the Gus thing. Is
Especially
like,
with that coach, Clemmer. Jesus.
so with those guys,
Attack the coach.
Oh, my God.
Attack the coach.
I heard them all say, or Clemmer said they all wanted a rematch. So you want a rematch without Gus, the one storyline
I
of
know.
the thing,
I know.
Now what's going on? He's really injured?
So what is the actual? So we never know with him, right?
Yeah.
So what is the actual official injury? I saw Jeff D. Lowe broke the news.
He has 2 slings. He's
He's the Woj of this league.
He is, without the nose picking. Yeah, he is.
The official. I'm trying to find it. It was his bursa pad.
I mean, he looked like he was a mess. I will say that. Like, it's amazing he played this long.
Is it the same injury that he from before that he reopened?
I think so.
Yes. It's the same elbow and everything.
Is he famous enough, Mike? If he gets ALS, he'll change it to Gus disease or not?
It's just been Lou Gehrig's disease for so long.
He's had so many concussions. I feel like he might get it.
Ruptured my bursa pad and chipped each bone in my arm in a sling for 1 to 2 weeks, then following up with a specialist.
Now his wife has to wait on him.
Oh.
He plays
How happy
video
he is, though?
games
He's just sitting
one-handed.
there watching South Park right now. He's so happy in his pajamas. Just sitting there watching his dog sitting on him.
And you're saying that, and he's laughing at that.
He'll still go to Chicago. I guarantee it. Though.
Absolutely.
No question, right?
He has to.
I was glad Dan finally took my advice and stopped toying with the man's mind. You know.
I think Dan is particularly high right now on the gentleman who Gus fouled either.
Oh,
How
no?
he's handled the whole thing the last 24 hours. I don't know.
Oh, interesting.
Both
like-
Gus and Rico will be on the Unnamed show in an hour.
That's very exciting.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
Portnoy's a
wow.
Gus guy. It sounds like. Right?
Portnoy's a Gus guy.
Calls him the bus.
Gus the bus. Yeah. Portnoy likes his basketball team. I think he likes his like. And now, like the Chicago team's taking our table scraps and they're doing their whole like. Good luck, congratulations. All I know is that I hear about these riders all the time. The game is played in Hartford. You could have drawn a 90 fucking mile circle around that. I didn't see a fucking rider anywhere at that game. Did you?
No.
Nobody. All Mena fans there.
There was only one person who went to RiderCon who was at that game.
That's right.
Who's that?
Who do you think?
Gus.
Yeah.
That's
True. That's where it all started.
Yeah.
That's where it all started. That's true. Right. More people in this room that were RiderCon. Jesus. You had Frank the Tank there, which is a whole other story. What else is going on?
Speaking of the Unnamed show, is Gus the only producer you hired that will be a big part of that show? Because I imagine someone else will have to answer some questions.
I think Coleman got a break because you have the Will
Oh, that's right.
Dan Katzing, which is like real.
Yeah.
Those guys, they're going to be on. So I think that again, it's a Friday dump story. It might get brought up, but I feel like
Don't mention it. I'd hate for you to mention it.
I feel like Coleman's such a phony that Dave doesn't even really want to swing at it anymore. It's so disgusting. What else, guys?
Well, the guys say that they want to travel to Boston for the next game.
Sure, great. We'll figure it out. I will say the next league, when this season's over, I don't think there's any reason for us to play in the same league again.
No,
We're just going to get killed by these teams again. Like, what's the point? You know what I mean? We
keep getting better.
We should find a more competitive league for us. We don't have to play. We can also take a month off. Like, we don't have to just start the league again, you know?
Okay.
Like, everyone's busy in the summer. Like, I think we play in September or
Fair.
October. That makes sense to me. Give it a little time. We don't overkill it.
Get some conditioning in.
Yeah, guys want to work on stuff. That's fine. We can scrimmage. We can practice all that stuff still. And we have open tryouts. Other than me, nobody's guaranteed a spot on the team.
Now, when you say open tryouts,
open. It's open.
Open.
Really? Yeah. Anyone?
Now open in that you have to. In my judgment, if you're an actual part of the show.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about someone like Cliff?
Cliff would count.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about someone like Dan and Newton?
If Cliff doesn't make the team, no. If Cliff doesn't make the team, what do I say to him? You know what I say to him?
Have a nice life.
Yeah, that's exactly what I say. Yeah, that's exactly what I say. But does Gus getting hurt, Mike and Greg, open up a roster spot? Should I consider adding somebody? Because you're gone after this week.
Yeah.
So, we're going to be one guy short. Gus played some minutes on this team.
Yeah, I don't think that's unreasonable.
Well, but it feels like some of the other guys are ready to step up.
I'll tell you who seems like the obvious choice.
Who's that?
Christian.
No.
That seems like the obvious guy to me, no?
Cliff before Christian.
It would kind of be funny if Christian is like a star on the team. While
That's
Mick
true.
Is,
Poor Mick. I can't do that to Mick. That's true.
Is there anybody else like in the world that you can even think of
No.
to be?
No.
I mean, even
Steve I would have liked.
Yeah.
He's not reliable. He's too far away.
Kevin from Bristol.
That Steve Robinson. I was so looking forward to seeing what. Just because of that dunk video.
Crazy. Dunked with
It
two hands in the
throws me
game.
off. It throws me
Crazy.
off. I wanted to
Makes
see
no sense.
how that would translate to a
He
game.
can't even walk. I didn't even understand. It's the weirdest play of all time. You still play tennis. I don't understand it.
Steve's big into taking down boofing.
Yeah, he's very into that right now. He's busy.
What?
He's busy.
What's boofing?
It's injecting fentanyl into your
Okay.
Yeah.
asshole.
That's good.
You can see a pretty thin syringe, so it's going to go into the rectum, to get to that membrane, hopefully, pretty easily, especially if we're using lubrication, which we also give to people. We're going to cook up and use our drugs, prepare our drugs whatever way that we're usually doing them. And then when we go to draw, Jesse actually has a really good technique in doing this, so I wish that you had the syringe in doing this, but kind of leading with your finger, sort of lie on your side, put your knees up in a fetal position.
Is somebody talking to Steve?
Around.
No, this is what Steve is taking down.
Oh, that's a terrible drop.
It's
Justin.
disgusting.
I was just waiting for a great Steve quote.
I don't even understand what the fuck was the point of that?
Disgusting.
Jesus Christ. What's going on in the U.S. Open? Find the leaderboard for me, Justin. I'll find it myself.
Orbady.
You won't be able to find it.
Ludwig Orbady.
He's going to play well this week.
He was leading when I was.
Oh, really? I'm high on him this week. Not that Riggs reached out to the golf thing, but whatever. Yeah, Ludwig is tied with Koepka and Finau. Ludwig Ober, they say, right?
Yeah, it's tough because the
O over the A? Is that
A
what?
is O.
Ober?
Or.
How am I supposed to say his name? Full name.
Orbady.
Full name.
Ludwig
Ludwig
Orbady.
Orbady.
Horrible way.
Orbady. Poor guy. That's how you say his name?
Yeah.
Jesus.
No, it's a killer.
I see that.
The Berg is not like it's the
Right.
G is pronounced like a Y.
Like a Y.
So it's like the same thing with like Peter Forsberg.
Yes, right.
In
The great
English, he's Peter Forsberg.
Yeah, the great hockey player. Huh. Okay. What were you saying, Justin?
Terrible.
I see that Matthew Pavon is tied with Brooks Koepka.
Yes, I saw that. Thank you. What else, Coleman?
So just an ultimate low for Star Wars, it seems like, yesterday. I don't know if you heard about this episode 3 of the Acolyte.
Everyone's saying it's the worst Star Wars thing ever produced this episode, Justin.
Really?
It's fucking.
This is a show you were praising the first two
I said
episodes.
it
So Jeff
wasn't-
D. Lowe. Well, true or false, Coleman?
He did. He's a big fan. He's a woke liberal bitch.
Okay. There you go. We'll talk about it in a second. Milton's Store for Men. Summer is here. Get your golf stuff. Peter Millar, Faraday, Tommy Bahama, Vineyard Vines, Johnny O, South Shore Plaza, Braintree, Chestnut Square, Chestnut, and of course, Greg at the Burlington Mall.
Yeah, I was there yesterday.
You were?
Yeah.
At the Burlington Mall?
At Milton's.
You were?
Yeah.
Oh, great. How was it? Good
Yeah,
experience?
I actually got a Peter Millar golf shirt.
I like that.
I got a very nice new sport coat recently as well.
Oh, which Milton's?
Chestnut Hill.
Nice. Very. I like to hear that. Coleman's never been.
Some Tommy Bahama.
It's a great place. How was the Burlington Mall stroll around? It's not the same, is it?
No, it's not the same, of course, but there was nobody there because it was during the day.
Except at Milton's, of course, it was packed there. But
Milton's
yeah,
was packed.
Sure, I understand.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's that whole thing is Sears.
Yeah.
That's crazy. It's like 15 stores.
Yeah.
Jesus, I don't know. I miss when there was a what was that movie place? Suncoast video store. Remember that one, John? Yeah. They went to Burlington Mall. There's still one in Oregon. I looked it up the other day. Anyway, get your clothes at Milton's. Go to Miltons.com. Get all your great stuff. The sponsor of not just this show, but the Kirk Minahan Show basketball team. Go to Miltons.com right now. Buy one, get one free. See the event continues to roll on. Go to Milton's as Greg and Mike did. Thanks to Milton's, of course. What was that? What were we saying? What What's Star Wars?
It was just the worst episode of maybe anything I've ever seen.
What was so bad about it?
It was a flashback. It was child acting, and they were terrible in it.
That's not good.
They have this terrible like chant they do, where it's like the power of one.
Power of one. The power of two. The power of many.
I should do this tonight.
Jesus.
I like that.
That could be our chance.
Whatever happened to like Luke Skywalker?
These guys are insane.
What the fuck is going on?
What happened to Luke Skywalker like learning to become a Jedi? What the fuck is going on here?
And then people had a problem with so this tribe or whatever is all women, and so it's a lesbian relationship.
They eating pussy and stuff on there?
I haven't seen them eat pussy, but there's affection between them, and
affection between them.
There is. They put like their forehead on the other's forehead, and it's like, we need to protect the children.
So they do give each other head.
Is that what you did with the girl that's like paralyzed on?
Yep, exactly.
On what's it? Was it the fundraiser thing?
Exactly.
Justin.
I didn't see the car.
Justin's not like that story at all.
And then then they make force babies, and people don't like that. But
that's not a baby. Is that white?
Yeah, they make them do the force.
Oh.
By rubbing their heads together?
No, by like just using the force because they're force sensitive. So
Is that part of the original storyline?
Is that kind of like how Anakin was born?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
What the fuck is going on here?
I don't know.
Where's like Darth Vader?
This takes place 100 years before.
Well, fuck that. Like, what are we doing? I don't understand this. Where's Jason Priestley on the show?
Jason Priestley.
How's he doing?
He's good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Good. So ask about me or no?
Yeah, all the
good.
time.
Good. That's
Yeah.
good. Thank you. Tell me that before the game tonight. I'd appreciate that. How about Jason Priestley just like send a message to the team before the game?
Oh, I should ask him to do
Very
that.
emotional. Yeah, just win. Yeah, people are killing us on social media, huh? Star Wars.
Even Jeff said like this episode was. He said the fourth episode gets better.
Star Wars. Even Jeff. Star Wars is so lost right now. It's the most lost by far, obviously, the franchise has ever been.
Oh, yes.
Because there's no movies. Like, there's no... They made fun of The Rise of Skywalker, which stunk. It made $1 billion worldwide. Like, what is going on here? Justin, what are you going to do to fix this?
I don't know. Sometimes you just can't.
Well, you're part of the problem. You're still watching these things.
I know.
You're consuming
yes,
it.
no,
Like,
no.
you're not helping.
No.
You have to stop watching.
It is a problem. But
yeah, it is.
I don't know what to do. It's like...
Stop watching!
How about using Star Wars teachings to guide you?
Yes!
But...
You have the Force, right?
I don't have the Force.
Oh, that'd be cool if you had the Force.
You think I would look like this if I had the Force?
I don't know, some probably fat Jedis.
Star Wars fans do, yeah.
There's some big boy Jedis.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, why not? I'm surprised they're not doing that yet, like having fat Jedis or something. What's next? Is there a transgender member of this community or no?
Of the Jedi community?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Well, there's like...
You think Luke ever fucked?
No.
I'm asking you, Coleman.
I think probably like... I think he was like, probably like taken advantage of on Tatooine.
Whoa.
By his uncle?
No, by some like...
Wow. This took a
by
turn.
like some older woman.
Really?
In, yeah,
like a MILF or something?
No, yeah, kind
Is
of.
there Star Wars like porn, like writing sites like that or no?
Sure.
Oh, they're definitely...
Like Panos
I'm
Form when
sure.
I was a kid? Yeah. Oh, really?
Oh, definitely. Star
Star Wars porn.
I mean, that must be a whole thing. It has to be, right?
I would imagine.
Wars Luke Skywalker porn.
Lightsabers.
Luke
everywhere.
using his Jedi skills to fuck Leia. Oh, this is like a...
That seems incestual. I don't know. They did make out in the movie.
There's step siblings though.
Yeah, that's true. That's good. Well, same.
This is like animated.
Justin just beating it. The fucking mad.
That's a little too much.
It's very on the nose. I think.
Concentrate.
It's very busy. Yeah.
Yeah.
What are they doing? Fucking?
Leia's talking to R2 right now.
Apidola. Algorithm.
What is this in fucking The Sims?
Oh, whoa.
Oh, whoa. You like that, Coleman? Kind of turned on?
Yeah.
Princess Leia, Luke Skywalker, and Han Solo threesome.
Well, that's silly. That's just that to me is like ridiculous. I think. No, what else, Coleman?
Let's see.
Can I ask?
Ask whatever you like.
What's happening?
Justin's just jerking off.
All right, just turn it off.
It's forgotten the show's going on.
Can I check in on the weight loss challenge with the producers?
Oh, Jesus, I forgot about that. Sure. I mean, it's not happening. but
Next week is the deadline, right?
Is it supposed to be soon, right?
it
When they
might-
step on
yeah,
scales?
next Friday.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen, but yeah.
Have the... You don't think they're going to step on the scales?
Well, I think it's been canceled.
We should.
Yeah,
see how
sure,
much
sure.
that-
Yeah.
But has the basketball endeavor like helped them
Look at the line
some,
say yes.
shed
Go ahead.
some weight.
I mean, I'm sure running around and having practice.
It's helped them more than not playing.
Yeah,
That's true.
Exactly.
So you're just saying, like, in theory, you don't
But
know.
you've
you
given
haven't
up
stepped
on it.
a
I
scale.
haven't checked my weight.
Right, you've given up on it.
Still,
In theory,
got
it
hope.
should.
I still got
I
hope.
should be lighter.
That right there is the definition of why people are annoyed by Coleman.
Actually, I was gonna say it's the most honest one he's ever had because he wasn't like, yeah, I'm losing weight. Like I was actually surprised he didn't go all in.
But the idea that he's like,
I think.
yeah, I'm still trying. He's not trying.
No, nor is Justin.
People told me
forgot
I've
it was
lost a lot of
happening.
weight.
But you haven't though, right?
I definitely have.
Right.
But
You won. Congratulations.
But,
Yeah. I just amazing to me that it seemed like neither one
forgot
of them,
about
neither one of them really seemed to care so much about it.
well, Kirk said it was over like a month into it.
Yeah, but it's
Even still, I'm
isn't it-
surprised Justin didn't drop a bunch of weight.
I think
I
he
knew-
might
I-
have.
I didn't-
Actually, the basketball team just ran over
That's fair.
the weight loss.
Yeah, but even before that, they kind of gave up.
yeah, the pigs. Right, Right, Coleman?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I could eat.
Y'all would eat.
I could eat so much
You should.
if I wanted to.
You only live once.
Oh,
I'd pay you that money if you got up to 500 pounds.
Kirk, that's a
Don't
lot.
do that.
What?
For $1,000,
don't-
I can gain 140 pounds.
Am I being short-sighted?
I'll give you
Am I being
$2,000. I'll do it.
$2,000.
Yeah. Yes.
Don't do it.
And you know what? Do it. I tell people you're my friend.
That's right.
Yes. If you got the 600 pounds,
600 pounds.
and went on my 600 pound life, you'd be my best friend.
Privately and publicly, you'd say that?
Yes.
Just me walking.
Once, just once.
Wobbling into the studio.
You can get to 500 pounds.
I definitely could.
What? He could.
I believe that he could.
Yeah, I believe in him.
I could. It would be.
That's actually like now, like we're in the Bobby like positive world. Like that's a good thing.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
Yes,
it is. Yeah, right.
Don't let them fool you.
I'm sorry.
I see the commercials. I see these women in bras. Are
No,
like, this
no.
is a good thing.
Me just wobbling in here.
That's what you do anyway. But now you'd be 500 pounds. Yeah, it's not gonna be different than that.
I'm sorry I brought this up. Now it became a weight gain challenge.
That's a better. That is a KMS thing. Everyone does a weight loss challenge,
can
a
do
weight
more?
gain challenge. That I would be in on.
Who can gain 100 pounds first?
Who can gain the most weight in 60 days? Could you do it, Coleman? No. Well, you're fat anyway.
Destroy me in that
definitely do
though.
it.
Why? You could do it. You're a blimp too.
Oh no, I don't think I
No,
could.
yeah, I fast all the time.
No way he could gain weight.
I really don't think I could.
Coleman is, you know what Coleman is? Coleman's a lights are out, no one's watching snacker.
Yeah.
No.
I can relate to that.
But
Yeah, right.
Coleman, you've done it. What do you mean?
What do you mean? Coleman, you're big.
You're
Like,
bigger now than when you started the weight loss challenge.
than when you started the show.
I don't think so. I don't think I'm bigger than when I
When
started.
that
the
head
challenge.
starts going, that's when he's lying.
That's what I'm thinking.
I guess we'll find out when you step on that scale. That
I think I'm less.
Sure.
I think I'm less than the start of the challenge for sure.
Okay. How much were you at the start of the challenge?
254, I think 256, somewhere around there.
So we have no idea.
I'm pretty sure that's where it was.
You could get
something.
you could get to 400 pounds. I believe that.
in 60 days.
Yes, I think he could do it.
400 pounds in 60 days.
All right, fine, a year. Fine.
we'll,
If you get-
we'll give him a year.
I think Justin
You
in a
guys
year,
can
Justin
commit
get to
to
1,000 pounds.
Don't do
That's
this.
a lot, Kirk.
This is not good. This might be the worst thing you've ever
Well, I'm just saying. You know what, Justin? Actually, I don't think you can. I actually don't believe you can do it. I don't believe it. I don't believe in you. You're right.
worst,
I don't believe in you.
the worst would be if I just get up to like 490
I just say, fuck it.
pounds, and you're just like, you didn't get it.
Make it.
Oh, or be like in the middle of it, just like this challenge is stupid.
He has a stroke at 490.
Forget about the challenge.
Oh yeah, oh that's right. Yeah, you look kind of fat, Justin. You feel like your wind is better when you're running during basketball now, though? Having done some of it?
Me?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Good. Good. You ready to play tonight?
Yep.
How many minutes do you think would you like to play tonight? Whoa, the arms are out right now. Oh, look at that.
He's quick.
Look at that. Let me see that shot. Let me see that shooting motion. It's not bad.
Okay. Pretty good.
Well, he scored tonight.
It's actually more going to be like,
I don't know. There's a lot of mouths to feed, it feels like now all of a sudden. With this.
Well, you're the one who's, you're the
Well,
one who's
yeah,
talking
Mick,
mud up.
Mick says he's going to score.
That's true.
Mut, we know. We visualized.
How about Cinema?
Mutt's. Cinema's had a great game last game.
Played very well last game. Till Coleman
He
fucking
deserves the start. That is funny that the first guy that was on a roll and he
And
got
a
taken
roll,
out.
Coleman's
He
like,
got taken-
get out of here. Time for me to take over.
Yeah.
Does it box out and I kick. It's the first sub I've made all year. I was like, get the fuck out of here.
I think I've been subbed out before that.
Not by me, I don't
I
think.
think so.
Oh, maybe you, yeah.
I took
maybe
a shot like in 2 other games, and you were just like, "Yeah, no."
Coleman before the game is like, I knew we were in trouble with Gus before the game because Gus was like talking to the fans, and he was going in the warm-ups and he's putting the ball between his legs and shooting. I was like, oh, this is going to be a whole thing.
Gus was
Just
very
calm down.
before in practice. He was very like going up to Billy football, like I don't know, just very Gussy.
I thought I'm telling you, making that 3-point shot was a drug. Like Rico would not have got hit if he missed that shot. Butterfly effect. They like made him a monster.
Yeah, but he did the same thing the week before, right?
That's true.
I know, but this like became like yes, maybe. But I think he was
you don't
like,
know when in the game.
Yeah, I think he was very amped up at that point. But you're right, that other foul was way worse.
That was, I mean,
Literally just
so dangerous.
It was crazy.
I can't believe the other guys didn't get
honestly for him it was
fighting.
crazy. Like,
But that's what I mean. It's like Clemmer saw that happen, and he wasn't like, "This man can't play in the league again."
He's a coach. These are his players. I'm defending Gus. Clemmer defends his players.
I suppose.
Yeah.
Were you thinking about upping the suspension after? Because you tweeted out that you hadn't seen the first.
Nah, I'm good now. Gus is taking so much shit. Now it was back. I am removing his suspension.
Wow.
So he can play tonight.
He better play tonight.
All right.
If he cares about me, he plays tonight. No. I would say whether it's Mick or Gus or Coleman, who I hope is hurt tonight. If he can't play, he can't play. That's fine. We're all just trying to do this. We're all in this together. We're a team. These are my brothers. I love these guys. I love you, Coleman.
I love you too.
Thank you. Love you, Justin.
Wow.
Love you.
Greg, I love you.
I love you too, Kirk.
Thank you. That's the way our team plays. Mike,
It was a nice move.
go subscribe to Mike.
I'm not on the team. I understand.
Does it bother you, Justin? Mike hasn't been to a game yet to support the team.
It kind of hurts.
But let's
least he's
imagine.
not with-
Imagine if Carl was playing.
That would be.
It's who he's with on Thursday nights.
Oh,
that is true.
Sure, of course.
But that would be much to my. I wouldn't know what the fuck is going on. I would
You have
miss
to
out on
sit
the
next
broadcast.
to, to sit next to Josh.
That would be kind of.
I thought it would be funny.
That'd be a thrill.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Maybe I was too excited.
The week that Josh and James weren't there, that if Mike did the call.
We already have our team though.
Oh,
We have
that'd
Ted Sellers
be better with
and
Mike
Cliffy.
You
and
could have
Cliff.
brought
And
back
Cullen
Mike could
bouncing
visualize what was happening.
That's
the
true.
Scott Doncaster blind Mike booth. You could have
Well,
brought
they're
us
only
back.
going to have that. Doncaster, I don't think is going to survive that game with his heroin addiction.
M-I-C-K. Justin sucks and Coleman's gay.
Well, that's the other thing is Mike has his enemies too. Mick is a target. Like we can't
Yep.
have that.
You don't think I'd be
Ripping Mick.
during
you
the broadcast? Like
You don't
it's
think I
like-
could be unbiased?
I don't think so, which is okay. We these guys. Well, there was one of the Sharkman hand over unders. It's a Josh Crutch. One of the words he always says. What is it?
I just saw it. It was,
sure.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a big job. For sure. Yeah. Is that Josh during the game or more here?
I think it's both.
No,
is it?
And that's going in for sure. Yeah, I can hear it.
22 and a half times.
Critical Mike of Josh's broadcast.
No, I can hear that when you point it out.
I think you said the other day, you said you thought Josh and James sucked on Thursday.
No.
What?
I said I appreciated Josh saying the broadcast was a little lackluster, more so than the other two. 'Cause I kind of agreed with him.
How about the New York game? Better?
Yes.
Okay. I did not hear it.
Yeah.
Okay. What else, boys?
We have our league insider on the line.
Oh, okay. Good morning.
Trudell,
Yes.
4 rebounds, 2 points, lock,
The fuck out of
lock.
here.
And then you're like the Charles Dutton character from Rudy. You're gonna see Bubba with the clap walking away with 20 points. It's gonna be unbelievable. I got
He's
another
often in
one for you
blackface,
too.
so yeah, I could see.
Got another. Mick, 41 seconds, 0 boards, 0 assists, 2 turnovers, 2 points.
2 points.
Wow.
Yep. And it's going to come off a Mutnansky assist, too, because then they're both going to not be able to – because then Mick's going to have to live with the fact that Mut is why he scored, and Mutt's going to have to live with the fact that he helped him.
It is a movie moment, though, where it's like Iceman and Maverick named the Top Gun, where they realize they need each other, Like, they hug at the end like we're all cheering them. But I've said this, if there's a 3-on-1 fast break night somehow, and Mutt's on one side, Mick's on the other, I will look at Mutt and then just feed it to Mick and scream to make sure that Mick scores before Mutt. I'll do my best to make that happen. I'd be willing to lose the game if that meant the risk.
I will say 2 turnovers and 2 points is a tremendous amount of action.
That's a busy 41 seconds for Mick. Because he never touches the ball. So you're saying, will Mutt score tonight?
I actually do think Mutt scored. I think he took a really nice shot against in the beginning of the game against New York, and it rimmed out. I mean, I'm a Mutt guy, so that's probably very biased. But I do think Mutt scores. I unfortunately do think Mick scores before Mutt, though.
Oh God, please!
It just feels like that's just the script for this team.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
I
really called for one other thing though. I need to prep a Quigs jersey for next week. Just sounds
weird.
like I don't know.
I would say
down on him. He
just-
sounds injured.
Just to be safe, I would do that.
That's
just
weird
for
that he said
Rico's health reasons and just to be safe, I would do that. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I just want to make sure, just to have contingencies, because the way you're talking, and
right.
If he's hurt, I've never dealt with a player with a shattered arm. So
Sure. I mean, if it's real or not, it's a different conversation. But sure. I would also say the Quigs jersey itself may score as many points as Rico, even if Rico's there. So we shall see. Yes. All right. Thank you, Mr. Commissioner.
Okay. Yeah. Good luck tonight, guys.
Thank you. There you go.
It would
So
be
Quigs
funny
would
if,
be the guy.
If Mick if Mick scored, but they waved it off because he plowed into the guy on offensive.
Wow, he's very aggressive.
his promise to run over the guy in front of him prevents.
They kick him out. Like, this guy's a madman. Get him out of here.
No basket.
Look
For
at
some
Mick
reason,
gets
he ran over the guy on purpose.
It just beats the shit out of somebody tonight. What was that, Coleman?
That
was me.
Oh, that was still the porn is still going on.
Why?
Star Wars porn. I turned it
Justin's
up.
been watching it.
Jesus,
in the background.
I went to play this.
For things that haven't occurred. That's just
You still have porn going.
I got.
Put the porn down, Justin, would you please?
There's so many tabs.
Yeah, I gotta find it.
What's the one that Justin
gotta
likes?
find it.
What's the porn that Justin likes?
Ex-Kogi.
Exploited college girls?
Yes.
Yeah. Jesus Christ, Justin.
Everything's above board.
I really liked. I tweeted out the clip the other day when you played that Coleman TikTok, and Justin goes, "Oh God!" It felt like you got a shot to the gut.
It hurt. Yeah, that hurt.
Oh God.
That was painful. That was so painful. Jesus. What's going on with you professionally? Anything new?
No.
No?
I mean, yes, but I don't suffer from genetically from clinical depression, but I had a depressing few months.
Boo-hoo.
Oh no.
Suck it up. Life.
Yeah.
God, nothing worse than people bitching about.
No, I had this show that I was working on for 2 years, and I was show running, and we wrote all the episodes and shot a pilot, and I was in it, and then it got canned.
Never aired?
No.
Jesus.
We're redoing it now in England with the BBC.
Yeah.
We're trying to pitch it, but yeah.
BBC, like multiple BBC.
Well, not that BBC.
But I had like a really good the first. I switched from being a lawyer to acting when I was almost 40, and I had a really lucky 7-year stretch.
Yeah.
And then since then, I've kind of fallen hard.
And you've been kind of depressed about it.
Just particularly that.
Going to therapy?
fail. No.
Why not?
No, it's not that bad.
if you're suffering from depression, maybe you should go talk about it.
No.
Well, you're here. Why don't we talk about it?
Yeah, this is my therapy.
Yes.
So I'm here.
Do you think, all kidding aside, that your sister's giant success, does that bother you? Or
No.
Doesn't bother you at all?
Not at all, no.
No, so when you struggle, do you talk to her a lot?
Well, I mean, I made
I know you did well, but I'm saying
I don't think I've told you this story, but when Welcome to Sweden ended in 2015, I was like a free agent. I was hot for a brief period of time.
Your moment in time.
Yeah. Because when you're on a network show and it gets canceled, then you go on this list of ooh, he's available.
Right. So you try.
Yeah, wasn't there some article? It was like him and Pete Davidson, the hottest
hot young.
It was me.
What's the biggest show that you were close to getting? Like,
well, here's the thing.
Didn't get?
I got at that time. I got when You, Me, Her, which ran for 5 seasons.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that was in Sweden.
No.
Was it U.S.?
Yeah.
Where did it run?
Audience Network.
Oh, okay. It wasn't an NBC show or anything, right? I didn't know that. I didn't realize. I didn't realize it was an American
And at the same time, I got. I love this. There was a Coach reboot on NBC with Craig T. Nelson.
He was in it.
He was in it.
Playing.
Everybody was in it. Dauber was back.
Really?
And I got the.
Jerry Van Dyke was in it.
Is he still alive?
I don't know.
A strange show to reboot.
I can see him doing it now.
And I got
Peacock.
I
couldn't
got,
you?
I got the job. Yeah, it was. I got the role as basically almost the main character, his son, who is now the
coach, of course, right?
And his dad, Craig T. Nelson, moves in with him too, and he's very.
You shot an episode of this?
No, I got that role, so I had to choose between that and You, Me, Her.
Right.
And at the time, my agents were like, "This coach thing could be huge."
Right. Right.
But
it's network money.
You, Me,
and all
Her
that.
was way more money, weirdly, because it was AT&T and Audience.
Oh, really? What was Coach? ABC?
Well, yeah, but this was NBC was doing the reboot.
Yeah.
So I chose You, Me, Her, and then the Coach reboot, which had a 13-episode order,
never went to air. Though.
Never aired.
Who got the job?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Like a nobody?
Yeah.
I mean,
I was a nobody as well.
No, I know, but I'm just saying, nobody we know.
No.
What year was that?
And that was if I had made that, that would have been devastating. If I had made that choice, if I chose
nothing?
the Coach reboot, it would cost me $5 million.
I can see where our agents would steer you that way, though. Like it seems a safer.
Yeah. especially at the time.
Right.
I mean, I know.
Did you ever meet Craig T. Nelson?
Yeah, we did a
nice guy.
We did a I went there and
the
and
read
shot
through and
scenes
everything.
and stuff.
Oh, really?
And
nice
it was
guy.
and it was like one of those on stage before an audience shit. Which
Oh, really?
I've never done.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus, that's funny.
Yeah. Which, I mean, it was fucking terrible. I mean,
I can imagine how bad
but it was
that
the same.
I didn't think the first show was very good.
And it was
Did you,
the same.
Mike?
It was.
I didn't watch a lot of it. I just saw
that has
reruns when I was a kid.
That has
here and
no
there.
presence, right?
I know.
No,
Where is it? It was on for like 10 years, right?
But people reference it a lot. Like I was just listening to Ed O'Neill on Marin, and Craig T. Nelson was supposed to be Jay in Modern Family.
Right, I was just saying. Ed O'Neill could have easily played Coach. Craig T. Nelson could have easily played Al Bundy.
Yeah.
Like they're very replaceable.
But Ed O'Neill,
I knew that. Yeah.
He goes, the guy that played Coach. Like he couldn't think of Craig T.
Right.
Nelson's name, but people like recognize that show for some reason.
Huh?
You can watch Coach on the Roku channel.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It has no actual like Netflix or. That's interesting. How was Craig T. Nelson?
Great.
Nice guy.
Yeah, such a nice guy.
I like that.
Yeah.
I'm a big Craig T. Nelson guy.
So that's what I mean. I mean, there's so much luck in the business. Like my my co-star in Welcome to Sweden, the girl who played my girlfriend, wife, Josephine.
Yeah.
She directed Baby Reindeer.
She did?
Yeah.
That was a great show.
I know, but
did you watch it?
I saw the first few episodes.
Were you the writer that he based that guy on? Or no? That was not you, for the record. Because many people speculated that.
Yeah.
That's not you. Okay.
But I mean, it's another example. Like she filmed that a couple years ago.
She directed like the series?
Yeah.
She made the only director of the whole thing?
There's multiple.
Like a bunch of different ones.
She did like
There's
four
two.
episodes.
Two?
Is she Josephine?
Yeah, Bornebusch.
Bornebusch?
There you go.
No,
Is she going to
she's
get
another
in
Josephine.
any trouble with that? Because now that lady's suing.
The director of the TV show? Yeah, she's going to go to prison for 30 years. You fucking idiot!
I don't know if she's the one that gets in trouble when something like that happens.
Also,
Coleman, Coleman, do me a favor. Take your headphones and just go for a walk around. Go for a walk around the building. Go for a walk around the building. Just think. Just think.
Should I run?
No, just walk. I don't want you to pull your hamstring. Just walk around the entire building.
I don't know if she's the one. You get out of here.
Incredible. She actually does get arrested for it.
Yeah.
Turns out she talked to writers and like
You, one of the two directors.
I'm gonna think. So let's say Baby Reindeer. I do have an issue kind of with these like. This is the issue is like it's based on a true story, but now it's clearly loosely based on certain things. So now it's.
Didn't they say this is a true story?
Yes,
They didn't even say based on.
Well, it
which
is
is
the guy.
crazy.
The guy did a one-man show.
The show on it, yeah.
Yeah, but
He's
they
very
straight-
good.
they
It's
didn't-
Edinburgh.
I'm surprised they didn't even like legally back themselves up by saying based on a true story.
It's
They
very.
said-
It's real. Did you watch it, Mike?
Yeah.
It's really good.
Oh yeah, it's uncomfortable at
Yeah,
times.
that
but yeah.
episode. That one episode is. Did she direct that one episode? The writer one?
She directed the last three.
Okay, I don't know.
So,
It's great. I thought it was a
yes,
great
I think-
series.
I think-
Yeah, it's in the middle somewhere, right?
Yeah.
But the thing, like, so she was attached to a couple shows that I've as director.
Was she a director then or no?
She's directed a little bit,
Yeah.
here and there.
Why don't you get in that game?
But now she's like, because of that, now she's out of our like. She was attached to a couple shows that I was
Now she's
pitching,
gone.
and now she's like, sorry, I've got
Damn it.
a few more offers.
Damn it.
Especially in the directing world, as soon as you are on something that
Yeah, you gotta
hits,
do it, right?
Then you're
Yeah.
you're off.
I'm trying to think. So if that woman sues them, how many people would get sued before the director of a few of the series?
Well, everyone at Netflix.
Everyone at
before.
Netflix, him,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Just to start, the producers of maybe the producers would get sued.
I think Piers Morgan would be at fault before.
Piers Morgan might get sued. That's true. I think Justin would get sued. Beanbag Ron, and then the fucking Coleman is like a 2-year-old.
Do you think Coleman's walking around the building, or is he just standing there for an amount of time that he thinks would be appropriate?
What do you think, Justin? Would he walk around the building?
He's walking around the building.
Go make sure he's walking around the building. And then Greg's gonna check it, make sure you're checking it. I'll just be here alone. What's going on with the Blind Mike project, by the way?
We'll be back live for the first time in a while on
Nice,
Sunday. Sunday
nice.
at 10 a.m.
Good.
We are live.
That's the that is a signature show on the network.
Yeah.
Other than Why You're Laughing, of course, but yeah.
Well, those are really the only two. But
It's a good point. And Quincy.
yeah, and good news for people like Greg, who was ripping Ironhead before the show.
Oh, is that true?
Casey Day will be producing, so Craig is out.
Oh,
And
thank
my
God.
boy David Collins will
Good.
be on.
Two of my favorites.
Yeah.
What's your issue with Craig? I don't want to get too into this, please. But yeah.
No, I just
He's a loser.
Sometimes he well, I think this reflects poorly on Mike.
Sure.
Let's be honest.
Okay.
Right?
Now I'm interested. Okay,
right?
go
That
ahead.
he's selecting this guy, but there's certain
Well, look
times
who I selected. The guy thinks he's going to fucking
I know,
sue, the
there's
director.
certain times though in the shows where Craig will just grind things to a halt, like with
Yes, that's my issue with Craig.
his non sequitur or
Right.
just doesn't understand.
Is he
something.
still political or no?
Not on my show.
No,
I'm
he
sure
stays
more
away
so
from
on
that.
Jerry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And then Mike.
It's crazy. He produces Jerry Callahan show.
Yeah, I know, that's-
I
weird,
forget
yeah.
that sometimes. Yeah.
And then Mike, just to make us like Craig more, decided to go out and get that other dude with the overmodulated voice.
Oh, is he bad?
Hack
Who's
ride?
that? Oh, Hack Ride?
Well, yes. He won't be there this week.
Okay, I like
Different guy.
That makes me miss Craig when that guy's.
That's about can't be possible. BlindMike.net, Blind Mike Project, please.
No, I love Craig. I love Hack Ride.
Still not Blind Mike Don.
Yeah, I mean, if you
No
search...
BlindMike.net. Okay.
Search Google Blind Mike Project Linktree and you'll find
Good.
it.
Go do that.
Yeah.
Coleman, you understand why it's a stupid question or no?
Not really. No.
Okay, don't worry about it.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
Even
Well,
upon
yes,
reflection.
I understand why it's a stupid question. I don't understand the
Why
logic
it's a stupid question?
The logic of why it wouldn't be hurt. But I understand
Because the
that
director
it's
of a
probably
so the series, right? Mm-hmm. So Greg would know this better than me, but so the series starts. They have producers. They have the guy Richard, what's his name? Gadley. I don't know. The guy who created it.
Yeah.
Richard Gadd, right?
Is that was Richard Gadd? All these people. They handpick the directors of the series.
Oh.
Like, what do you think? The director shows up and says, "I'm directing this." It's TV.
That makes a lot more sense.
Right. Like it's not
What
like
did you
Martin
think happened?
Scorsese. Greg knows way more than we do. Like Martin Scorsese directing a movie has how much more power than the director for hire of a TV series.
Yeah, I mean the showrunner is really
Right.
closer to a director.
Yeah, right. Like you would have been on Welcome to Sweden.
Yeah,
For example.
I think I sound on the show that just got canceled.
The show just got whacked. But yeah, like on the coach thing, he was just a guy for hire. You had no power on that series.
Me?
Yeah.
Well, I had quite a bit. No.
Yeah, right. It's just like it's like.
I think my role is the coach of Pennsylvania Tech.
Of course, that sounds about right.
A football coach.
Jesus.
But even like if Henry Hill sued over Goodfellas, it would be the studios.
It would be the
wouldn't
studio.
Martin
It could
Scorsese,
could be if Scorsese produced it, maybe.
Right.
The producers then bring it. That's possible because that's happened. Producers have been sued
Yeah.
for stuff all the time, but they wouldn't sue Frank Vincent. Like this is not how it works. They wouldn't sue Michael Imperioli.
Sure.
I wish they would, but they're not going to do that. So yeah, but Coleman still doesn't understand.
That makes a lot more sense.
Okay, there you go. Sure it does. What else, Justin?
So on Healthy Debate yesterday, they were going through the dirtiest players in NBA history.
Okay.
And Rico thought that there was one omission.
Sneaky dirty. I'm surprised Larry Bird wasn't on here too, because they said he was a little dirty, sneaky dirty like that.
Was Larry Bird a dirty player?
No, I mean he's my hero, but I would defend. But Larry Bird was not a dirty player. He talked a lot of trash.
I was gonna say, does he mean like shit talker?
No, Bill Lambier was a dirt. Bill Lambier would have done what Gus did. Like
I saw Bill Lambier in line in Marco Island last year. He
Really?
lives near our house.
Yeah.
And I had such an urge to boo.
Punch him in the face. Yeah.
Just to start
He loved it, though.
randomly booing someone in line.
He loved it though. He embraced it. He had
big
no
guy.
problem. He was like 6'10".
Yeah.
He was huge. Yeah. His dad was super rich growing up.
Oh, really?
His dad was a CEO of something. I forget what it was. Yeah, it's like super rich. Yeah. What else, Coleman?
It's like Ron Augustus.
Do you remember
It's true.
the
Ron Augustus took a real beating that Rico blog. We'll get to that on name show. Go ahead.
Do you remember the first R-rated movie you'd ever seen? Not in theater, just in general.
Yes.
What was it?
Not going to tell you. You asked. That's not the question you asked me.
Well,
Why, Coleman?
You foiled his plans.
Why, Coleman?
I'm genuinely curious because I just saw.
I appreciate you being genuinely curious.
This is what he thought about when he was walking around.
Can I sue Kirk for that R-rated movie I saw one time? I'm gonna sue Bruce Springsteen. Go ahead.
I saw and recollected what the first one I had ever seen was, and not in theater, but
Okay,
at
what,
home.
Coleman?
It was Fright Night.
Who gives a shit?
Yeah, who fucking cares?
That spurred me thinking. I was
spurred
curious.
you thinking to do what? To fucking box out. That's what it spurred you to do. Spurred me to thinking. A great awakening, like Galileo. Spurred me to thinking.
All right, Cole.
Like
What
the
else?
guy-
What was the first
you know the guy in
concert
the-
you went to?
Let's go around.
You know, Justin, Empire Strikes Back. I'm not a fan of that film, but you're really not.
No, I am.
You know when Lando's sidekick, the guy and then the guy wakes up.
Lobot?
Yeah, I picture that like Coleman just like waking up.
The guy with the thing on his head.
Yeah, just spurred to thinking. Oh, Justin likes that. Okay, good. Go ahead. What spurred you to be thinking, Coleman?
I was wondering about kind of in general if you remember that first
Remember
R-rated
Fright Night?
movie.
Coleman, that's not thinking. That's not thinking. You remember your R-rated movie and then thought about what my first R-rated movie was? That's not thinking.
Because I feel like there's
barely thinking.
I feel like there's more to it.
That's like in a coma, brain dead. Like, there's a little sign of life thinking. Thinking is like people, John F. Kennedy said we're going to land on the moon, and a bunch of guys made it happen.
Allegedly.
Yes, right. Thinking is not that.
It's not even like a memorable. I don't. Going to your first R-rated movie doesn't feel like a memorable experience.
Watching.
No, Mike, please.
Anybody, Mike, totally different fucking thing.
It's a completely different story.
I'll take a walk.
Coleman, this is more of an intellectual conversation. Thank you. Mike, if you can see your way out of it, that'd be better for everyone.
Take a laugh.
Jesus Christ. I don't know, Coleman. If I had to guess my first R-rated movie I saw, I have no idea. Do you know? I don't know.
I remember it was Police Academy. I don't know if it was the first
in the theater, do you mean?
No, I was my parents were watching it on HBO, and I remember the scene where he was getting the blowjob on the desk.
Yep.
And they put a blanket over me, but it was one of those like Afghan things that I could see.
You could see the holes. Yeah, it's nice.
And I was like,
I remember being able to. We used to have we had one VHS that taped Tex, the Matt Dillon film, and Vacation, the first Vacation on HBO. I would go downstairs at night and pause the Beverly Angel in the shower scene and just beat the fuck out of it to that.
See, this is the kind of juicy conversation Coleman was hoping.
Boy, he gets like spurred.
There's more to it than just going to a theater for an R-rated movie.
That's right, Coleman. You can watch it at home.
There's less to it.
No, I feel like there's like a scenario involved with getting.
You put on the TV and you watch it.
You're in your
Coleman.
fucking living room.
What are you doing? What am I missing? What are you reaching for here? What depth am I missing?
I just think there's more to a first official R-rated movie that it's either you're sneaking around or you're asking permission.
Which TikTok did you see that asked this question?
None.
Also, what do you? I don't understand. I would say going to the theater would be a bigger experience. No?
Yeah, totally.
Because then you're just watching a movie, though.
Totally.
What do you mean? What are you doing at home?
There's a build-up.
Come on, what do you think? You're like Sherlock Holmes? Like I don't like stealth from your parents watching an R-rated movie?
Coleman, can you please bring this up on the unnamed show?
What is your point? What is your fucking point?
I was curious to hear.
While Rico's losing his shit.
Right.
Hey guys, I've been thinking.
I actually believe Coleman's never seen an R-rated movie at this point.
Oh, come on.
That's interesting.
Oh, I've seen R-rated movies.
What do you
They got tits and blood.
Hey guys, like maybe if you've seen one, like describe it to me. Like,
just tell me what it's like.
What would that be like?
Because like wasn't it like a cartoon like Deer and she's running around to shoot her mom? Like that's R-rated. There's like blood and stuff, right? And then the beast, she falls in love with the beast at the end. It's great. R-rated movie. Fright Night, another lie.
It's true.
Jesus, sure, it's true. It is. Anyways, what else? What is the point of bringing that up?
I was
Terrible question.
Curious to hear.
It's the worst question that ever asked on the. Colin ain't sat there. That's the worst question anyone's ever asked on the show.
Was that just to bring up that you've seen Fright Night?
It's
no.
Yeah.
It was a conversation starter.
What's that? You guys, remember the first time you touched somebody's tit?
I actually don't.
It's not that though. It's not that because that could spawn a conversation.
No, I mean we did it at home, Mike.
Yeah.
Not when you went to somebody's house. You did it at home. It's way different at home.
That's what I don't get.
Do you enjoy watching a movie at home or in the theater?
Depends on the movie.
Okay, all right, forget it.
It does.
Why? I know, but I don't even know why I'm being lulled into this conversation. Jesus Christ! What else?
There's this. Have you seen this TikTok girl who said the N-word and then got let go from her job?
No.
Well,
I didn't.
She's.
Well, you're about to.
I don't know. It happened.
Coleman, you should get. Why don't you sign up for some girl's OnlyFans and start talking to her or something? You need some personal interaction.
That would be hard. But those are guys that you're talking to.
It is? Isn't it like naked women?
No. They have like managers that. Yeah, they have whole teams that.
Learn that the hard way.
They're messaging with you.
Yeah, it's
Coleman's like, yeah, you're not one of those guys, are you? Like, don't show me your dick.
He's like, he's like the Fonz in
Arrested Development. Yeah, right. Barry Zuckerhorn. Yeah, you're not one of them. No, I'm all man. He was great in that. Did you ever meet Henry Winkler?
No, but I worked on in Vancouver on a show, and everyone there said, without question, he was the nicest guy.
I've heard that a lot.
Famously.
Nicest
and Ron
man in
Howard,
showbiz.
too, they say.
No.
Yes.
That was
My sister was on that.
The only thing I enjoyed in the Arrested Development reboot is they gave him some line. He's like, "You want to tell Ron Howard to go fuck himself? I'll tell Ron Howard to go fuck himself."
That reboot was tough.
Yeah.
Jesus. What else, Coleman? I mean, what's left after those two stories?
Well, speaking of...
what could be worse in your list than those two stories? He's got something.
Well, speaking of...
Give me Coleman's line tonight, Greg. Points and rebounds.
Well, I don't know how many minutes who's in charge of the substitution patterns, I should ask. Is it Gus?
No one.
Yes,
Actually, probably should be.
Right?
Actually, that would be bad.
That'd be great.
Maybe Gus should answer Clement's criticism and coach the team now.
Yeah.
Wow.
In the suit.
Wow, that's
I am appointing Andrew Augustus. Does that affect your minutes tonight, Justin, though, or no?
What do you like?
Because then if he's coach, he's not
on the doing the tech stuff. Yes, that would affect my minutes.
What is the text? Do I have to just set it and leave
We just
it?
kind of do both.
What you do is you set the camera and you tell Coleman to stand in front of it. That's generally what you do.
right.
I would sue that director, maybe. Pretty much. What? Boy, Gus's coach would be interesting.
Yeah,
Coach
I like
Gus.
that.
That's a sitcom, right? That's a sitcom, right?
Coach Gus.
If they had cast Gus as that son for Craig T. Nelson, that show would still be on.
It's the reverse of like all those movies where it starts out as a great team,
right?
And they slowly
fall apart, murder each other.
I feel like he'd call one timeout, and you'd be like, okay, we've had enough of this.
Yeah, he's no timeout power. Yeah, right. That's true. That's true. Would Gus? I'm about to ask a question. Would Gus accept that response? I'm guessing he would.
Yeah. Just
I'm
him
guessing
in a
he would.
suit, I think, would be.
It's a great
he might
look.
bench you at
Fantastic.
some point.
Well, he's not allowed
He would
to
do
do
wacky things.
That's true.
You know, the suit has so much dog hair on it right
Oh,
now. He'd have
God.
to go pick it up off the ground in his
So
room.
gross. You have no idea until you've been in that home.
Really don't.
I can't even describe mentally how that changed me. I've not been the same person since. It was just, I remember, like I said, leaving, we taped the thing, and Gus like, I moved your shoes for you. And they were in the kitchen. I've sold this, I went down, and I looked, and there was dried, like, fruit punch on the whatchamacallit, the cabinet. And there was dog hair stuck to it. And it's like that shot in Silence of the Lambs where they go up the, up in the little thing, and there's like, I was like, oh my God. Gus like, yeah, guys had a good time. He just went back to his TV, and that was it.
Yeah, it's fine.
When I dropped him off the other week, I dropped him off, and then I was just doing something with my phone, and then I just hear a thump on the car, and his dogs ran up and were jumping on my car.
I was seeing an airplane with the dogs.
That's like I Am Legend. Justin,
Yes.
I got to get out of here.
Coleman slept at that house.
But I slept in that house and didn't use the bathroom the next morning.
I don't care. You managed to sleep in that home.
It was not really.
I may not have believed that at the time. I believe that now because I think I would hold it too in that environment.
I think I'd go outside if I had to pee.
Yeah.
With the dogs.
Honestly, I probably would. Or I'd pee out the window or something. Actually, I'd probably just piss on the floor. What does it matter?
I love how Coleman's trying to qualify. Like, no, I didn't really
I didn't use
sleep.
the bathroom.
I didn't really sleep.
Yeah.
It was tossing
there.
and turning.
Right. I didn't use the
I
bathroom.
was there. I didn't close my eyes for a bit, but it wasn't really
Probably had
sleep.
a massive breakfast the next morning. No. Pear in the pancakes.
No.
Just chowing away.
Did not.
See, Coleman slept in that house, but Kirk, you laid in their bed.
I did.
Oh.
For the Justin, I'll do anything for the show.
That's right.
I'll do anything for the show. I had a wedding dress lying on that bed with Gus.
Maybe Gus.
Heck
should-
yeah, count me in.
Thanks, Gus. I appreciate that. That's what I'm on Team Gus all day against Rico, and I like Rico, but I'm Team Gus.
I struggle just because of how dirty that play was. Like that physically, when I was watching it, physically hurt me, and I was like,
But if you like, that Chris Nowitzki, that BU program, like if you looked at Gus's brain, it would Junior Seau would look like perfect
really mean
compare.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah. To be clear, my argument is not pro Gus. He's a madman.
Gus's brain needs to be preserved. Like that has to be studied when because they're going to be like, we've never seen anything like this ever. Like this thing is, what happened?
Like speed hour.
What was that, Gus?
Like speed hour.
What was that?
The Pizza
Oh,
Hut.
is that a Pizza Hut? Is he saying he likes Pizza Hut?
He likes Pizza Hut.
I would never get Pizza Hut out of
Let me hear that.
Like speed hour.
Yeah, it sounds like the pronunciation of Ludwig Aber almost. I like Gus. I don't know. Maybe he should coach the team. Maybe that's what he's meant to do.
I think we need someone with because so many
So many moving parts.
bench players.
So many stars now on the
wanna
bench.
come in.
It's tough. Yeah.
He said I accept.
Wasn't really offered, but okay. But the problem is then Justin can't. Although Justin and Coleman could each just swap off the
Do you need
broadcast,
someone
right?
It's been no
physically behind there?
problem.
Right?
Yeah.
You guys are okay with that?
Yeah, sure, we can do that.
You sure?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gus is the coach.
Wow.
I mean, the
Within-
assistant
within
coach.
reason.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
not allowed to call any timeouts or anything. But yeah,
Take all coaching powers away from him.
No, he can
There's
sub
no
away. As long as he leaves me in,
decision-making
he can sub guys out.
He's just gonna put on a suit.
Yeah, pretty much. What's the difference between him and Clemmer? It's the same thing.
He's playing the role of coach. Here we go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like that. All right, I think we do need somebody to just see who's, yeah, I'm okay with that.
Coach Gus.
Coach Gus.
Yeah.
So it works out in the end.
That's you got some power. That's a show you could.
This is
produce.
fall on
Coach
ABC.
Gus. Yeah.
I just saw a commercial the other day during the golf for a remake of a show. What was it? I was like, holy shit. Oh, Kathy Bates is playing Matlock.
Really?
The old Andy
What?
Griffith show.
Wow.
It's rebooting it.
That's
Like, is there a fucking idea left in the world?
Ben
young,
Matlock?
young demographic. They're shooting for.
Right. Well, I just read, I was thinking, I don't know if I brought this up on the show or not. Wall Street Journal had a story last week talking about selling the life of somebody who sells network advertising now. The median age of a network television viewer is 64 years old.
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
64. I knew it was old. Some shows, Blue Bloods is 76 years old is the average show.
Crazy.
That's the average age. Paul's thinking, how do I make this work? Do I put on old man makeup and pitch it?
Honestly, I was thinking a Coach Gus pitch in my head. Like,
So for every
some like
Coach Gus could
developmentally
work.
disabled.
Yeah, right. Like he teaches. Yeah.
for every 40-year-old that watches, there's a 112-year-old or whatever that would
That's
be.
what I thought. Yeah, right. Yeah, for a 20-year-old, there's a 200-year-old watching. Coach Gus could work. Like that could definitely work at ABC.
Yeah, it'd have to be like similar to what you said when the kid gets carried off for scoring the basket. Like
Yes.
the coach would have. There would have to
Yes,
be some coach
right.
equivalent of that.
It's almost like it's almost like a team of geniuses. They're so smart. They need somebody simple to
Yeah.
lead them.
Right. They're
who
too
better?
focused on basketball.
Right. Yeah. And the headmaster of the school has a simple-minded son. Like, who can it be?
It was super dirty. Like
Right. He's also a maniac.
Oh yeah, it's a team of pussies.
Right.
Gus is like, just fucking
Coach
night.
Gus, just go under him when they're shooting the layups.
The very special lying episode's gonna be a big episode. Yeah.
As I have said, I can't be trained.
Coach Gus would be a hit.
Yeah, I like.
That's a 5-season hit on ABC.
Pitch that today. Portnoy's talking about Netflix deals and all this stuff.
That's true.
He's a big Gus guy.
Coach
I mean, I will say a Gus reality show on its own would be, with those dogs would be
Sure.
unbelievable. That house, the idea, like the upstairs to me was like,
Time to game.
I would never go upstairs. I was looking up there like, what is up there? What don't I know? So
if Gus did one of those like IRL streams and Josh called it, I would never leave my phone.
Oh my God, no question. The show is sponsored by BetterHelp. When life goes so fast, it's important to take a moment to celebrate your wins and make adjustments for the rest of the year. Paul should be doing this, benefiting from therapy. Give BetterHelp a try. Totally online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. Just fill out that brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist and switch therapists anytime for no additional charge. Take a moment. Visit BetterHelp.com/Kirk10 today to get 10% off your first month. BetterHelp.com/Kirk10. BetterHelp.com/Kirk10. How was Mike Tirico last night, Justin?
He was fine.
Follow you home?
Yeah. Well, not Justin, but yeah.
He just-
Was there any reason for him to be there?
No.
Yeah. It was weird. Like, Bill Burr literally just introduced him at the beginning.
How does it, like, why wouldn't they just have Burr do that?
Yeah, or just
You know what I mean? Or someone like
have
that.
Zolak do it.
Yeah.
Well, they also had a video where it was a bunch of like announcers. They had Jim Nance and Al Michaels and
Right.
the Woo guy. I forget his name. Chris Berman.
Oh, yeah.
Jack
yeah.
Berman.
Talk about Ric
Chris-
Flair.
Chris-
Yeah, Jack Berman.
They had like a video for, and then at the end, after his ceremony, they had Bono, and Bono went on for like 3 minutes.
Oh, God.
Of
Really?
Just like
Talking?
he's
Oh, Tom Brady?
Yeah, he's like a chess player. And,
okay.
and then they played "Beautiful Day," and everyone walked out.
That's
to that.
fine. I mean, I don't mind that. I guess it's kind of connected to the Patriots in a way.
Sure.
But, like, you don't need Bono talking about football, I don't think.
Mark was convinced that U2 was going to play last night.
I mean, that's a lot of money.
That's what I said.
That's probably $5 million for them all to go and play. To play Beautiful Day. It makes more sense than Jay-Z, I guess.
Probably even more than they're making so much money on that.
They're
Vegas
they're
thing?
doing the Sphere thing. Yeah, they're not doing that. Oh, they love craft, right? Those guys love craft.
They're on opposite sides of a pretty divisive issue
are they
right
really?
now. Yeah.
I stand with Israel.
Add Mark to the list of
I
people
think, I
who
don't know.
come up with better talking points than Coleman's R-rated question.
Oh, these guys were finally done saying they were excited for the football season. And they started debating.
So what else you got, Mark?
Literally, that's all we do. We just stand
I'm excited
that
for
way.
football. Aren't you? Yeah, it'll be fun. Yeah, it'll be good. They'll play probably. Yeah, I think they'll be good. I don't know. Excited for football? Yeah.
You think U2's playing tonight?
Shut up, Mark. It's fucking almost football season. I met Mark once. He's one of the biggest bores of all time. You'd agree with that.
I wouldn't call him a bore. He's a.
What does he do for a living?
He works at the water department in Walpole.
Perfect, fucking perfect. You can't make that up.
What's wrong with that?
It's a great boring job.
Yeah.
You know, he works at the water department in Walpole. That's the most boring sentence of all time.
It's a great job.
I'm sure it's probably a nice job. Probably get a nice benefits package and everything, right? Yeah, good. I like Mark, but he's a boring guy.
He knows a lot about Springsteen.
I'm
You
sure,
should talk to him.
I'm
You
sure
should
he's a
talk
bigger
about
fan.
Springsteen.
You should talk to him sometime.
That changes everything.
Yeah, you like Bruce? Yeah, do you? Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm.
How about Patriots season?
Yeah, I think Bono will play Bruce's show tonight. Jesus, God, with the pizzas he brings and everything. So,
Nope, that wasn't him.
He's an annoying guy. What else you got, Coleman? You have unnamed.
Fruitcake. What is it really?
Yeah, right.
There was a hotel fire in Dublin, and the news team found a interesting celebrity at the bottom of it.
When I heard the fire alarm, I thought it was the clock radio. I thought somebody had set the alarm before we got there, like another guest. And finally, I went into another room, and it was still buzzing.
Who's
so
that?
I called.
That's Henry Winkler.
Oh, wow. When was this?
Recently. I saw it yesterday.
Okay.
Could have brought that up when we were
Probably
literally discussing. We were literally talking about him.
Probably 2006 when that happened, then. Jesus God.
He's like, no, I'm going to sit on that Winkler thing until the time is right.
They're going to want to circle back to Winkler.
Boy, it really paid off anyway. This is shit. He was once in a place where there was a
I
fire.
have a Winkler clip, but I'm gonna.
I know how
Is
these
it
guys
now?
operate.
Should I play it now?
Winkler's going to come back.
It'll be a better.
Did you tell me that he's a famous nice guy? Did you tell me the biggest asshole was or no? You ever met? Dealt with or no?
Yeah, you've asked me that.
Amy
but it was-
Poehler's.
It was.
Well, sure. Well, obviously, yeah.
Oh, Will Arnett, he said, right?
No. It was Gene Simmons. I told you that.
Oh, that's right. He's like famously.
Yeah.
Like, what was that for?
He was in Welcome to Sweden.
Oh, that's right. You told me that.
He seems like an asshole. Like in every
He
interview.
just seems
I've
like he
seen.
almost works to be an asshole.
Yeah.
Like he feels like he has to. Like it's
he's
like
genuinely an asshole though.
yeah. Did he have Shannon Tweed with him?
No, he was on tour with Kiss. I don't know if I told this story before, but he invited me, VIP tickets backstage.
Yeah.
And I went with a friend, and we knew nothing about Kiss.
Right.
And every other person in the thing had their
They're crazy.
faces
Those fans are
They had their
nuts.
faces painted.
Yeah.
So we sit down in this room and just listen to this guy. with the couch.
Faces painted?
We're the only two without
Actually pretty
our
funny.
faces painted. Yeah.
Yeah, they've never crossed over into my world musically at all. I don't think I know 3 songs by them.
I mean, I went to the concert, and then we were in front row there, and I mean, all he does is just he sticks out his tongue,
Right.
every 20 seconds or something.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. Like Justin.
That's what I'm known for. Sticking out my tongue.
I don't know how Justin's going to play tonight.
You don't know if I'm going
No,
to.
how he's going to play tonight. It's almost better to have Gus there because Gus will at least put him in. Justin's afraid to go in.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, Gus can be a little
Gus, but
assertive.
here's the thing: Gus is gonna have him out there a lot.
I know Gus can have crazy substitution patterns.
Yeah, he's gonna have the guys on the floor that he wants to see play.
Right, pull in 2 threes and then pull him out for Justin.
Like Mick.
And also, by the way, the players won't even listen to Gus.
Mick and Justin are gonna play 40 minutes.
What's the very special episode of Coach Gus? Like we were younger. Remember,
Yeah.
Mr. Belvedere. Remember the one where
Gus is
Arnold
drugs.
Right, Arnold. Oh, that's true. Right,
Yeah.
Arnold and
Arnold's
Dudley got
molested.
Arnold Dudley had Gordon Jump taking pictures of him naked.
Yeah.
Or the importance of stroke prevention or something.
Yeah.
Who killed Kennedy? Oh, it's Oswald.
Yeah, that's true.
Hi, I'm Andrew Augustus. I know we've had a lot of fun tonight, but
We have a real issue here. Maybe Gus. Yeah, maybe Gus was molested by Ron Augustus or something, like a special episode.
man.
I don't know. Who knows?
I think there'd be like a concussion at the end. They would put
Right.
something on if you have
call this
serious
number.
concussions.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
true. Yeah, right. That's true. I guess we could do that. Obviously, the drugs. Yeah, the drugs are a no-brainer.
Yeah.
He could also be mauled by one of his dogs.
How high do you think Gus will be during the unnamed show that's coming up?
That's a good question. He's been up for 45 minutes now. He's had his breakfast.
Pre-gaming.
Yeah. He doesn't have to play night so he can do all the drugs he wants. He's coaching now, though.
That's right.
So I don't know. That's a good question. He's like Phil Jackson. Phil Jackson was doing psychedelics, and then he was a great coach, right, Coleman?
Yeah. You know what would be amazing if Gus is actually a fantastic coach. He finds his lane.
He knows how to do everything. He turns into a brilliant coach.
Zen master.
The team turns around.
Right.
You start winning games, and he gets a job like it.
The Mavericks hire him after they get swept. He's just born to coach.
Who says I'm not?
I do like we might get I like passion angry Gus too though.
Yeah.
Like when he gets mad like that, you may get that today from him.
I wonder how he's gonna be.
Who knows? Well, Mike will find out about 4 minutes. So, as a coach, you mean?
As everything.
Yeah, who knows?
It's an interesting day. It's an interesting Gus day.
It is a big Gus day.
Dude, Josh and James pull him in for the halftime.
Look, I don't tell those guys what to do. You know that.
He gives a quick sound.
Anybody sues them, they're suing them, not me. I don't have any hand in what they do. Josh and James are their own guys.
Right.
James is maybe the weirdest guy in the world.
No.
He's got a very odd vibe. I like him. He's got a very odd. Now he stalks me around Stop and Shop. It makes me a little uncomfortable.
That
live tweets.
Yeah. That's a little uncomfortable at that.
I was surprised how calmly you took that. If someone said that they had tweeted out Mike's looking at the soda pop.
I get this though. It happens with these minutes. They'll be like, yeah, I was, the other day I was talking to one of the guys after the game. Not your guy, Jessica, but another guy. He's like, yeah, I saw you at this bookstore. He's like, yeah, then you went and you were looking at this book. I'm like, yeah, I was at a fucking bookstore.
Yeah.
It's not that interesting.
It happened to me once. Someone tweeted a picture of me at the Comedy Connection or something. I was like, say hello. What do you?
Yeah, right. I don't.
No one said hi to me.
Or don't do anything. You can also just not say hi. I don't care. It's fine either way. I don't know. I just try and be nice to the people. The most famous person I ever met at the bookstore, Richard Dreyfuss.
Oh.
Well.
And he was super nice. I told you he was super nice to me.
Talking about incest and jerking off.
It was before then. He's gotten a little older now, but it was before then. He should go all in on this tour now, though.
Oh, that'd be great.
Every show should be in a dress. He should just go all in.
Q&A.
Doing Def Jam sets.
Yeah. What's it? We have Jaws stories. Who gives a fuck? Great movie. What are you doing, Justin?
I'm just getting ready for the unnamed show.
Okay, what a pro. All right, Omaha Steaks. We love Omaha Steaks. It is time. The possibilities are endless. Endless flavor, variety, value. Just $99, $10 off, $89. Promo code Kirk at checkout, omahasteaks.com. You get the great steaks, the hot dogs, the hamburgers, the desserts. I love Omaha Steaks. I'll probably have one after the game tonight, maybe, if I'm feeling good. Father's Day coming up. Do they celebrate Father's Day in Sweden?
Yeah, it's a different day, though, so I can double dip.
Oh, really? You already have it?
No,
having
it's
it later?
in October, I believe.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What do they call it?
I have no idea when it is.
Just making this up?
Yeah.
What do they call it?
But I know it's not this on
Different name or no?
Farsdal, which is Father's Day.
Is that what they call you?
No.
They call you Dad?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I don't know. You're over there. How the hell do I know? I don't know.
It's Sunday, November 10th.
You're here because of one of your other sons is playing.
Yeah, he had his first game with Burlington last night.
This is a factory.
He was fantastic.
You play well?
Oh, it was great.
Oh,
he's
good.
only 16, so he's not coming until next year.
2025.
Yeah. So
into 26.
It's like the Archie Manning of basketball.
It really is. Jesus.
No, he was great. It was so fun to watch.
Good. He's playing the league?
Yeah, summer league for Burlington.
Use him.
And he's similar to what I'm going to be. He was stepping into a team that's established.
It's tough.
First time ever playing with them. It's similar to what I'm doing tonight.
Wow. It's a lot of pressure. You can learn from him.
I could.
A lot of pressure.
He's shot within the first 10 seconds.
That's actually a good move. OmahaSteaks.com today. KIRK. Check out $10 off. Order now before it's too late. So we thank them. We thank our new advertiser, McDonald's Contract, and go look at them, please. Of course. Thank you to Montante for that. BetterHelp, and of course, Milton's our great sponsor tonight as well. And Omaha Steaks, we thank them. BlindMike.net. Blind Mike Project.
Yeah, or just figure it out.
I keep saying that. Blind Mike Project on YouTube.
You'll find us.
Patreon,
Blind
of course.
wherever
Go
you get
subscribe.
podcasts, and we have Patreon and all that.
And of course, the #1 NBA YouTube show in the world, and Rumble.
The only one that's predicted a sweep in this finals.
And the Pacers.
And the Pacers.
That's
yeah.
true.
Yeah.
#1.
Well,
What's
actually,
it called?
I predicted all sweeps, to be honest. But
still, it's going to be 2
16
losses.
and 2. Yeah.
That's not bad. We'll see you tonight, Greg.
Hopefully, yeah. I mean, I'm questionable with jet lag.
Sure. You might fall asleep driving.
I might
on the way. Belmont Hill. Have you been there before?
I don't think so.
No, it's not. It's like 2 minutes from here. 7:50 tip off. We get there at 3:45. We'll do. Gus is a big walkthrough. He's a 3-hour practice before the game. I won't be there, but yeah.
What time do you guys get there? My kid has a game at 6.
Yeah, you're fine. So you get there like 7:30 or whatever.
Much
It's in Lawrence.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah.
If you survive. I mean, if you get there at 7:30, it's fine. Yeah, it's fine. I mean, again, that's Coach Kirk's. Coach Gus.
Gus might have a different. I'll check with.
You could be like
the
Tom
coach.
Coughlin. If you're late,
Check with the coach.
It'd be great if he was like Bobby. I just beat the shit out of these people.
Screaming in his face.
Yeah, just beats the fuck out of him.
Get out of here.
I will watch on Nate. I think it's going to be pretty good today. That's coming up in a couple minutes. We'll talk to you tomorrow.